Mic check, mic check. All right, there we go. We got the mic back. We got the mic back. Are we in here? All right, we got the mic up. I'm gonna pull up the YouTube stream. Where's everybody at, man? Okay, the streams are looking good. Yo, what's up, Sean? Gara? No, I was just saying, dude, my first 10 people in chat. You guys are my people, dude. It's good to see everybody surrounded by familiar faces always. My boys. Got padding here, concussive. Yo, what's up, James? J Wub, I see you, brother. Not fade. What percent chance of crying again? Dude, that is the first and only time we've ever teared up on stream. It was the first time I was live after BlizzCon. And BlizzCon, it definitely was like a capstone on the previous 5 years. It was sad, man. It was sad. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet with a lot of people. Finally, everything was realized. And it was the first time I got to like debrief that, you know what I mean? Bro, this is my favorite song in the OST. Yo, what's up, pigs? I see you, brother. Hey, what's up, Finman? We got Big Quali in here. I got Vigo in here. Oh, now there's no music? Okay. No, there should be music, right? You guys don't hear music? Hey, what's up, Zeries? Dude, my browser says it's popping off. It says the audio's going through. Huh. Okay, do you hear that now? Didn't you do something either? Oh my god. And brother, my OBS literally shows browser popping off. Huh. Look at that. The music is banging. Don't say Sawdust Classic Plus. Come on, it's far from that. Yeah, we'll get into it today. Let me just tweak out the stream. Just voice, no sound. Bro, that makes no sense. Okay, do you hear it now? Your voice, do you hear it now? Wow, okay. Alright, let's turn that down a bit. Alright, now we're in there. OBS just giving us some problems. Ears blown out. Okay, sweet. Yo, I see you. I got Jared over here. What's up, Gabe? I got Netheria in here, Finman. Don't call it Classic Plus. It's far from that. You don't think so, HR? Yeah, we'll get into it, man. We'll get into it. Let me turn it down a little bit more. Alright, we'll start it over again, too. Oh. Dude, these soundtracks always come in just slapping you in the face. You fear Druid will be too popular in SOD. I always love Druid, especially in Classic, and I love the Outsider role. Yeah, it's going to be busted, man. Or, I think that the hybrid specs are going to get a lot of love, and a lot of people are going to want to play it. I don't know, though, man. I feel like people don't enjoy playing Druid. I feel like people don't, like, even if it is a busted class, people don't like shape-shifting. They don't like the playstyle of it. We don't play Flavor of the Month classes in this stream. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. What's up, Koji? I think it's a starter Classic Plus. They see what works and what doesn't. And in a year, they do real Classic Plus. Yeah. Shaman's gonna slap? Yeah, I'm playing Shaman, baby. I'm playing Shaman. It's funny, I always played Druid. Part of the reason is because, like, nobody else played it. But it's available to both factions, and they get Wind Fury. So Druids are the new Shamans. You know, you'd always bring at least one for every group. You'd bring 8 every raid on the Horde side for Wind Fury Totem, right? Well, now Alliance, you're going to have 1 Druid in every group for melee. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it won't be that way. Gonna be a long 3 weeks? Oh, I see. Keeping me up at night. Wondering if they're going to tune... Hey, I play Fury Troll. Oh, okay. I see you. Rep for life, going ally. Wonder if Boomkin will be better. Some of the changes they showed the Boomkin. It seems like all the classes are going to be good, man. Yes, Wind Fury now procs with Druid, and Druids also have Wind Fury, called Wild Strikes. So we'll get into that today. Yo, what's up, Z? Yeah, we're going to do our own rundown on everything there is to know. Hopefully you guys enjoy this today. Here, let me snooze this. I hope you guys enjoy this type of content that we're going to go over today. I'm really just going to, like, theory craft for the next 3 weeks before the game comes out. I don't even think I'm going to play... I don't think I'm going to play WoW for the next 3 weeks. I'm just going to make YouTube videos and do streams like this. I'd like to bring some of you guys on and just do, like... I don't know, viewer chats, one-to-one, and just talk shit with each other the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, HR came in, is like, you know, don't call it Classic Plus. Okay, let's talk about it. I feel like that would be fun.
Surian 456 just subscribed.
Yo, Surian, thank you, brother. Hey, did you guys hear that sub come through? Did you guys hear that? If you didn't, let me know. And I almost... Okay, you did hear it. Alright. I almost want to turn those off for this, but that's okay. Yeah, we love the Theorycraft dives. I think that's all we're going to do, man. Yo, thank you, chat. Ooh, the chat is strong today. The chat is strong today. But the level 25 cap kind of killed the momentum. I wonder if the hype will die down by the time the next cap increase comes. Yeah, I actually love that POV. I love that you said that. I got some thoughts. Yo, Demaxi, Chernobyl. One thing that bugs me, I don't know why the notifications take 30 minutes to go through once they send. And what's up, Kath?
Cat Flexidonia just subscribed. I was just watching your last stream VOD.
Hey, thanks, dude. Yeah, the streams are going to stay this way. We're just going to be a permanent intro stream for 3 hours. No gameplay. And I found out that these no gameplay streams, they're my best type of stream. They always do the best. But what do you guys think? Does the level 25 cap kill the momentum for this server coming out? How do you guys feel about the level 25 cap? It's kind of weird, too, because it's a season, and it's not going to last forever. People might get bored of the content. But I think you could say the same if a fresh comes out and it's level 60 content. Some people do have to... They feel behind, and they feel less motivated because they don't have the time to play to hit 60, and everybody else is completing the game before them. I think the level cap's going to be good. I like that it's 25, and I think they put a lot of thought into this, bro. I think, because from the community, I've heard everyone's like, oh, BFD. No one likes BFD. I have a life. I love that there's a cap. I love it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. But I've heard the community be like, dude, BFD sucks. Why did they choose BFD as the first level cap? I think a lot of people have been focusing on the dungeon that they chose for the level range, but I think that they chose level 25 in BFD because of Ashenvale. Brother, I was looking at Ashenvale today, and by the end of the stream, we're gonna zip around Ashenvale and look at what could be possible in this first phase. Dude, I don't know if you guys realize how big Ashenvale is. I hate the zone whenever I'm questing through there. It's mad long. It takes forever to run from point A to point B. But for an instance like this, where the end game is Ashenvale, dude, it's fucking... I think Ashenvale's bigger than the Barrens, bro. Or they might be the same size. It's ridiculous, dude. It is ridiculous. And it's a PvP zone, yeah. Yeah, and you get a mount in it, dude. So... I guess the point is, what's going to happen inside of Ashenvale, I don't think you're going to get bored of for 6 or 7 weeks that it's out. It's sick. It's massive. Yo, what's up, Audric? Dude, I've been seeing your name around. Good to see you, bro. I love the caps. Fresh every couple weeks. New metas. Yeah, you can do professions while you level and not feel like a clown. 100%, man. 100%. I think it highlights a lot of... Like, it allows you to play the game at a level 25 range that you never got to experience it with professions. Yeah, you don't feel like an idiot. You can level multiple alts and not have to focus on your one to get to 60 and then boost, you know, 2, 3, 4 alts. Like, I feel whenever there aren't level caps, I feel like I have to level a mage first, hit 60, and then boost up 3 or 4 characters at a time. And then I've got all my alts, and it makes you play the game completely different. So, yeah, level 25 is going to be good. Mount at 25. So it's kind of like the AQ mounts. You can only use it inside of Ashenvale. Dope. It's going to be cool, man. I like the idea of it. I like that there's not a level 25 mount everywhere. It's just for Ashenvale. I like that the lower levels get an XP bonus once they move to the next level cap, so you can still catch up somewhat. Yeah, normally I would probably be against like XP boosts and stuff, just because it's kind of weird, feels too retailish. But because it's a season, it's only 1 year long, and you want to get to that next level cap, 25, 40, 50, and then 60, and experience the meta with everybody else, yeah, I think it's okay too. Just more unknowns with the cap, 1 to 25, it's like a 10th of the game, yeah. Well, and that's the other point, is nobody ever plays in Ashenvale. You don't get to experience it, and I wish I could just... This is going to be the last thing I talk about today in the VOD. We're actually going to fly around Ashenvale, and I'm going to show you guys what I think they're going to do with the PvP zones, some of the interactions, the flight points, and... Oh my god, dude. The guild that we're going to make, we're going to have... I think I'm either going to do a group guild, or Winky was talking about doing one. I kind of want to do, like, our own guild. Our own community stream guild. But I kind of want to have, like, a meeting place. Where we do guild meetings, and fucking raid, Astronar, and whatever the other PvP zone events are. So, I want to come up with, like, some RP events. Dude, there are so many nooks and crannies inside of Ashenvale that we could hang out and, like, do guild meetings at and stuff. I think it's going to be really cool. On EU? Jeez, I'm still not sure. I should do EU, man. Fuck. EU or NA? I actually have no idea, man. I haven't thought that far yet. The level cap's a good thing to stay in the flow. Yeah, I agree. I feel like a clown hitting level 25 and being told I can't keep leveling. Oh my god, Chernobyl. Don't say that. Ready to join for the Horde? Oh, shit. Alright, where are we at? Are we caught up on chat? Sorry, I'm missing a lot of comments, man. The chat is, like, blowing up today. It's great for seasonal format. Only downside for me, possibly, is the amount of abilities they added. The craziness of them. Everything else seems really great. Yeah. I do feel like they're creating a whole new game, in a way. It is like the private server Ascension WoW. This rune system, these new abilities. Whatever you want to call it. Retailish. Ascension. It's a new system. Brother, things are about to get weird. Things are about to get crazy. And I like that it's level capped and you can digest it. You know, for 2 months, we can digest 1 to 25 in the new system. And then it only goes up to 40 for, I don't know, 6 weeks. And then it goes up to 50 for 6 weeks. And you get to digest this new game bit by bit. Yeah, I think the level cap's going to be nuts. And if you think about Classic Plus... and how you can expand on, like, the classic universe, level-gated content, I think is a great place to start. Man, I really like the direction that the game has gone so far. You know, there's another universe where they didn't do TBC, they didn't do Wrath, and they just released Classic, and they released Classic again every single year, every 2 years, and they just did the same thing, and minor changes here and there. Brother, I don't know how Blizzard has made it to this point with Classic. It's still alive. The fan base, the player base is always going to be here. They'll always come back for round 2, round 3. I feel like we'll always raise a beer and be like, hell yeah, dude, I'm coming next fresh. I'll be here. But I'm really excited about how we've got to this point. I don't know, man. They've got this seasonal format. They're expanding on level gated content for the first time, and whenever we're talking about Classic Plus, man, that's a direction you could go with Classic Plus, is making Ashenvale the end game. Yeah, making BFD the end game. It's really neat. Like, Classic WoW is like a wet towel that everybody's wringing out, and I want to wring. I want to twist this thing dry, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have just one type of Classic Plus, and I feel like that's what we've done with Hardcore. I feel like that's what people have done with speedrunning, with raids. What else? People have done that on private servers with Ascension WoW. Turtle WoW's done that. 21 days, yeah, man. How many hours until first BFD clear? 25 hours? Maybe. Do you think they'll add in attack power buffs on weapons for druids like in current Wrath? I'm not sure. I think they're going to change the way that the base weapon damage works on like druid abilities. This feels like a beta for Classic Plus. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry if everybody's stuck in ads again. I might just turn ads off, bro, until Season of Discovery comes off. Yes, dude. Listen to this. Listen to this. Yes, Sean, I will. Thank you for adding that comment, by the way. I need to add that in the description. I'm going to give it another minute, Valen, till I read that. I've got ads over here on Twitch. It's 100% classic beta. Yo, what's up, Johnny? Fucking love you, dude. Bro, I hope we meet up at some point. Yo, do we have any mods? Can we redeem, give Scourge his redemptions back? For this podcast style, I probably should just shut off the ability to even redeem that stuff. What's up, Scourge? And what's up, Izzy? Hey, good to see you, man. Addict? Maybe cool with live tracking World First BFD with betting. Excuse me. Yo, good to see you, brother. What's up, Addict? Yeah, that could be an idea, man. That could be an idea. Level caps give new perspective in Classic WoW. Maximize participation and allows most players to experience the end game. It's cool. We get 4 end games in one release, you know. Yo, Audric, man. Oh, yeah, brother. Let me wait till it comes off ads. Yo, Dr. Beef, I hope you're still here. Yo, welcome back, guys. Hey, sorry about the ads, man. Yo, Dr. Beef, are you still here? You think the rune system's gonna stay, or will they see what new skills work and bake them into the leveling experience 1 to 60? Dude, I looked at Turtle WoW. It depends on what you want it. I'm trying to imagine if I was Blizzard and I tried to make minor changes, and a lot of people are praising Turtle WoW. This is a private server that's done Classic Plus, and I've played it up to level 30, and I had an amazing experience with it. It felt really good. It felt like Classic. They added a few abilities here and there. They were very minor. They didn't give Druids Wind Fury, but they gave Druids Insect Swarm and Feral Fairy Fire base abilities, you know, at level 20, level 30. I thought that was cool. They're just minor changes. And like, if I'm looking at Blizzard, they could add minor changes like that. And they're like, okay, guys, we realize you don't want this to be retail. You don't want this to be the fun server. We're just going to add a few tweaks here and there. Here's another fresh. Oh, 2 years later, we're going to add another few tweaks here and there. Here's another fresh. And I'm just trying to imagine if I was Blizzard. I like that they're going all in, balls to the wall. Rune system. It's gonna get weird, bro. Whenever we were at BlizzCon and I was hanging out with all my friends, Lesamos, Only, Cargos, Crick, Sarth, we were all talking about Classic, and nobody knew how to feel about it, bro. No one was overly happy. We were all kind of like, our jaw was just open the whole time. We were like, bro, I don't know how I feel about Season of Discovery. Like, this is weird, bro. And it's not going to feel like Classic WoW. Things are about to get really weird. And no one knew how to digest it. So how do we feel about the rune system, and do we think it's going to stay? I think it's cool that they have this seasonal format, and I'm glad they're sending it. But I will say, like, the overall vibe of the Classic team, and this is weird, man. I got a perspective. I got to hang out with all these employees. Everybody knew me. I got to see their headquarters whenever we went and visited this time. We had a tour around the whole campus. I got to meet literally all the employees. We got to walk through where these guys work, and so it was so weird and affirming. From the Classic team, like, I feel like they were saying the right things, and I don't know, I just got to know them on a personal level, and I don't know, after having that perspective, it seems like they are really excited and care about what's coming in the future. And dude, if you think about it, in 2019, they've always listened to the community. The community said no changes, and they did no changes, bro, for years. Like, they didn't touch it. I don't know if you guys remember, like, the first 3 phases, I remember they dropped Classic, and they were just hands off. They just shut up and let Classic play its course. And then I would say even with Hardcore, bro, they were watching Hardcore forever. They created Hardcore servers. What else have they done? Did they do, what was Season of Mastery? They took away world buffs. The community said they didn't want world buffs. They took it away, and they found out it didn't work. And I don't know. I feel like it's really easy to shit on and hate Blizzard, but bro, 4 years after 2019's release, I'm excited about the spot that the Classic team is in and what they're doing for the future. I think it'll be a little much with the class changes. I was hoping for minor adjustments, but this might feel too foreign. True. Okay, but, you know, I asked myself the same question. I was like, man, what if they did go the Turtle WoW route and they only gave Druids Berserk, and they gave them base abilities like Insect Swarm and Feral Fairy Fire? Would that be fun to play through? I'm sure it would be cool, and it would still feel classic and be a little bit different. But, I mean, it wouldn't be original vanilla WoW. It'd be a slight improvement. I feel like it's a huge risk to do minor changes. And then what? People are going to be bored of it. And they're going to be like, I mean, this is neat, but it's still classic WoW. Like, I almost feel like it's more risky to create Classic Plus with minor changes, spend all this time in development adding new zones, you know, minor item drops, minor abilities here, tweak the talent trees here and there. It sounds kind of boring, dude, to be honest. And a huge risk, because every fresh that you release, I mean, you're always going to have a core fan player base that plays every fresh, but it almost sounds more risky to release Classic Plus with very minor changes than to just full send it and then course correct after that. And they've already, bro, remember, do you remember the people that talk so much shit about Season of Mastery and how bad it was and it was a terrible experience? And these are the people that shit talked Season of Mastery are like the core fan base. Feels out of place, to be honest. Yeah. The people that shit talk Season of Mastery are like the core fan base of Vanilla WoW. The people that just want Vanilla WoW. They want fresh over and over again. They have the best interest in mind whenever it comes to Classic, honestly. And they just want Vanilla WoW. But the people that most often shit on it were the people that were playing Vanilla WoW. I don't know. I don't know why people hated on Season of Mastery so much. They tried changes. It was the first stab at like Classic Plus. They took away world buffs. They added mechanics to the bosses. And they got feedback from it. We did Road to Rag, which I think was a big deal. Why we got hardcore servers in the future, just kind of giving Blizzard a look at, I don't know, giving them affirming, you know, that hardcore could work. There were a lot of good things that came out of Season of Mastery. They learned about world buffs. They had community feedback. Yo, what's up, Jalen? World PvP is going to be awesome. Oh, it's going to be everyone getting one shot. It might be, man. It might be. Are you an OnlyFans? Nah, dude. I'm kind of burned out on hardcore, to be honest with you, brother. Like, giga burned out. I don't want to do OnlyFans. All my friends told me whenever I was at BlizzCon, they were like, "Great, you're a fucking idiot for not joining OnlyFans." Oh, you really are. You're an idiot. And I agree. I should be in OnlyFans, but meh. It honestly isn't even an ego thing or a pride thing. I'm so sick of hardcore. It makes me sad. It makes me sad, man. Can't even get in? They won't even let you in, Gordon? Yeah, bro, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. I fear if they just overpower the classes and the world loses its danger around every corner feeling. Well, we'll go over that today, Adanta, and they actually addressed that. Yeah, they addressed you one-shotting mobs, and they said they don't want it to feel like retail. They said that they were going to adjust the environment. Yeah. So they told me last night guild is full. There it is, man. Yeah, it's too bad that I'm burned out on hardcore, but hardcore's literally been my life for the last 3 years. I feel like everybody else that's taken a break, or they've played TBC and Wrath and continue to play on Era doing GKB's brother. I've pretty much like 90% been all in on hardcore. Yeah, I'm just kind of burned out from it. Doesn't the world stay dangerous by default because we still have high level zones? Oh, dude, that's what I want to get into here. Look at this. So how high can you get professions at 25? Are we going to have to protect the guild assigned miner from mobs in Badlands? Bro, imagine. Okay, so where the world is scary. Or sorry, where the world isn't scary at 25 in Ashenvale. Maybe you are one-shotting, two-shotting mobs that are appropriate level because you're just so strong as a player. They did say they were going to increase the damage output from the mobs that you encounter. So you can't pull 5 mobs and burn it all down, unless you just AoE it or something. But they said that they were going to be paying attention to tuning the open world to where it doesn't feel like retail and you're just the king. But it is going to be interesting to see. You have 225 professions at level 25. You are going to need mithril lore for a lot of these profession items. I would imagine silk and mage weave cloth as well. And it was cool whenever we did it in Hardcore All-Stars. We did the level gated content and we had 5-man groups. I think it was even in, wasn't there a beta recently where everybody was going into Badlands trying to farm mage weave cloth? Like, it's cool to kill skull level mobs with a 5-man group, but it's also like, I don't know, it gets kind of boring at some point. It was the same idea with like 2-manning dungeons. It's cool for a second, but whenever the fights are just 10 minutes long,
Trip just subscribed.
it kind of gets stale.
From Japan, and the first news from BlizzCon is Classic Plus on the 30th of November.
There it is, dude. Yeah, Trip. There it is, baby. Dude, I was just as surprised as you. We were all on the floor at Blizzard. I was hanging out with Ompy, Showbeck, Crix, Winky, Only, all these guys. Brother, our jaws were dropped. They're like, Season of Discovery, November 30th at the end of this month. We were just like, couldn't believe it, man. Couldn't believe it. Yeah, I still got the fog machine going. It's going to feel like Hardcore All-Stars over again. Yeah, groups of 5 mining ore and profession mats. Oh, man. Will we be raiding open world mining routes for level 35 areas? I wonder if there's going to be some type of like PvP in these high level areas of Ally and Horde trying to farm mithril lore in Badlands. It's hilarious to think about. Level 26 plus runes, not even going to be in the first patch. Yeah, that's what they said, Kath. We're going to go, we'll digest everything that they said. I'm just kind of hanging out with chat as people fill in. But I went ahead and organized all the posts, pretty much everything that we know about Season of Discovery up to this point, and we're going to kind of make a show out of it by the end of this. Things been out for 4 years, and there's still no fresh servers on Classic Era. It's actually so bad. Yeah, I agree, Nixon. But they did do TBC and Wrath at the same time. It wasn't like nothing was going on. Oh, James, my bad. Yo, do we have a mod? Can we give the points back, or like turn the points off completely? You can fish at 25 by turtles and Theramore for crates that contain mats. It's a grind though. Concussive. That's the type of meta stuff I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about fishing for that. What's up, Drez? You're just ready for the next journey. All part of that damn wild treadmill. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about it. Killing high level mobs in a 5-man should be a valid leveling strategy. I love that stuff in the AOC and other games. Oh, I see what you're saying. If it's fresh, I'm there no matter what. Yeah, brother. Always. Always. Nah, Trip. What are you talking about? Gonna play Druid and Zod level 25 or other classes? I think I'm gonna main Shaman, bro. I'm maining Shaman. Yeah, everybody's gonna be playing Druid on the Alliance side. Please do the Horde Community Guild. It'll be so fun. I'm going to, bro. I'm going to. Winky's putting together a guild with some of our other friends. But I want to do a guild with you guys. I want to do a guild with my stream, my community, man. I do. I don't want to just do it with my friends. I've done a guild with my friends every single expansion. Even like the hardcore stuff. Season of Mastery. Road to Ragnaros. Was a part of Frontier. I've never done community exclusive like guild that I could do with you guys, so I'd like to do that this time around. Yo, Sisto, just watching your stream from 2 days ago, and have you read the fields because I too have been around since the beginning. Hey, what's up, man? Dude, thanks for the prime, brother. Yo, Corny B, solid hype. Yeah, the Pally Bible's back. Maybe we might have a new series coming. I don't know why those notifications aren't coming through, man. Hey, thank you guys for the subs. Thank you very much, man, for the prime and the tier 1 guys. Yo, Corny and Sisto, these are my dudes. Appreciate you guys keeping the sub up, man. I'm thinking about going Priest. You ever seen any new Priest stuff? I didn't play Priest. You think SM Tin Man will be 25? You think SM Tin Man with 25s will be possible to get that mace? You know, Corbs, I don't even know that Scarlet Monastery is going to be available. If they're going to make a Scarlet Monastery raid, they might have it blocked off. What if a Scarlet Monastery raid is phase 2 at the level 40 cap? How are they even going to implement that? We're going to talk about that later in the show. Yeah. Is that a vape machine or is Winky in the room? Yeah. Winky's just vaping behind me. They're definitely doing SM raid at 40. I think so. Yo, Fade with the gifted too. To render. Oh, that's my boy. You hit him. Hey, thank you, brother.
R3NDUR just subscribed.
Hey, thank you, dude. Have level caps been revealed? Yeah, check this out, guys. This is just the sneak peek at our show. Yeah, we're going to be going everything. So phase 1 is going to be level 25 BFD zone events Ashenvale. Look at this. Look at this. Level up raids. Bro, they're doing level up raids and zone-wide PvP events. With specific, like, and they're doing a specific mount for this zone because it's pre-40. It's so sick, bro. This is so sick. How can you not look at a format like this and go, holy shit, dude, this is promising for Classic Plus. This might not be the end game, but damn, what a format, dude. What a format. What if you have to do the level up raid to level past 25? So I think there's going to be a world buff involved with the level 25 BFD raid. We'll see what they do with it afterwards. If they turn it... Maybe they just turn BFD back into regular BFD after phase 1. Who knows what direction they go with it. I think the unknown, nobody knows what the hell's going on, is part of the reason why this is so exciting, man. I kind of like not knowing what's going on. You going Druid? I'll be going Shaman, yeah. Be looking forward to Ashenvale World PvP. Guys, in a little bit, we're going to fly around Ashenvale, and I don't know if you guys realize how big of a zone Ashenvale is. And I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but the way the flight paths are connected and the way Horde and Alliance mesh inside of Ashenvale is nuts, dude. It is nutty. I'm talking about, like, raid-wide groups flanking Astronar. Hearthing back to the right side of the map. What is that zone called? Imagine Horde hearthing back, flying over above Astronar, and then flanking Astronar from behind. Dude, the Warsong Lumber Camp. Have you guys ever quested in Warsong Lumber Camp? It's wild, bro. Like, there's some zones in Ashenvale where the mobs are friendly to Horde. And so if Alliance was to raid Warsong Lumber Camp, they have to get through the PvP as well as the PvE mobs there. There's multiple zones inside of Ashenvale where some mobs are friendly to a certain faction. and not to the other. It's nuts. It's one of the biggest zones, yeah. I was flying around Aspenvale earlier, and it blew my mind how big this zone is. BRD's got to be a raid? Yeah, it's got more bosses than a raid. Who knows what the hell they're going to do with BRD, man. If they're doing this with BFD, my mind... I think our minds are going to be blown, man. Anyways, we're just going to hang out here. Warsong faction there, too, yeah. Love your Test the Lore vid. Are you going to do one for the Corruptor level 40 elite quest? You can do it 25. The Corruptor. Droop, what is that? We're gonna go over Bislis today, too. Like, this is kind of, So, I've got a show planned, guys, if you're just tuning in. I've got a structured show planned where we're going to go over everything that we know today. Probably last 30, 45 minutes. And then I'm just going to be doing theory crafting and just shooting this shit the whole time. So, we're just hanging out here. What quest are you talking about, though? Are we going to be able to play Ret Pally and Shaman on same server since different factions on PvP server? Ooh, I think, didn't they take that away already, J Bravo? Because I do want to play Paladin. Yeah, you might need a second account. I'm almost positive they took away, not being able to create the other faction on PvP servers. I swear they did. I don't know if they're going to implement that again, but I think they took it away in Wrath. Yeah, hopefully they take that away in Classic. Just seems like the right thing to do, but who knows? Is it too much to ask for new Classic content that is completely new and not recycled? Dude, is that not what this is, though? Cold Swole? Bro, what... The emphasis they're putting on the world and making this Classic Plus content is... it's unprecedented. I mean, you saw it in the beta. We did it in Hardcore All-Stars. We experienced it with Hardcore and doing 2-man, 3-man dungeons at low levels and getting extremely twinked out. Bro, what do you mean? This is Classic Plus content. Bro, it's making... BRD's already a dungeon, and so is SM. Yeah, we'll see how they approach it. Quick overview on your game plan. Classes, race, spec, PvP or PvE, etc. Yeah, Corbs. 100%. Why Shaman and not Druid? Yeah, let me get into it. So, I'm thinking about playing Shaman. I've always played Druid. Me and Winky had this conversation the other day. Winky was like, Grays, I don't know why we can't play Warrior. We don't have the personality. We're not the... we don't have the archetype to play a Warrior for some reason. And whatever my archetype is, I'm drawn towards Druid. I'm drawn towards the hybrid classes. I'm drawn towards the underdogs for some reason. And it's... So, I played on Turtle WoW recently, and they buffed Druids. Everybody's excited about the Manor Crowd Pummeler. They're excited about how good they are while leveling in the open world. Brother... Everybody and their mother is playing Druids. It's wild. They gave Crusader Strike to Paladins. Everybody and their mother's playing Paladins. This is on Turtle WoW. And so now they're doing the same thing, something similar, with Season of Discovery. And they gave Druids Wind Fury. Yikes. So now there's going to be... Brother, there's going to be so many Druids on Alliance that were never there previously. It just makes me want to play it less. Dude, on Turtle WoW, every other character was a Druid that I was running by, and I was like, this is weird. I mean, it's cool that everyone's playing Druid, but... I don't know, I don't really want to play the meta class. And I'm sure Shaman will be popular on the Horde side, but Alliance won't be able to play Shaman, so... I don't know. I'm coming into this realizing none of this is going to be balanced. This is a test server. It's kind of a fun server. I want to play the most OP broken thing possible, yeah. I do, and I think Shamans are going to be one of those broken classes. This is a stupid saying. I don't know where you heard it from, but exploit early, exploit often. Right? I don't know where this saying came from. This didn't come from the John Stats WoW book. Honestly, I feel like this saying probably came from someone like C-Dank. But exploit early, exploit often. There's going to be some broken specs. There's going to be broken classes, and I think Shaman's going to be one of them. Yeah. I think Prot Paladin is going to be nutty at certain level ranges. I think who knows? Warrior at 60 is probably still going to be BIS, but I think while leveling up, I'm going to hedge my bets and say something like Prot Valley at 25 is going to be insane. Yeah. Paladin's definitely going to be the most played. Bear Tinks will be BIS. You think so? I think Iceland is going to be busted AF. Yeah. Any streamers have info on servers, numbers of them, names. I feel it'll have a big impact on faction pops and health. Yeah, I wasn't sure. What do you guys think about this? Hey, can they make a PvE server for Season of Discovery? Is that even a possibility? Like, they're literally forcing you in Ashen Vale doing open world PvP events. It's not possible to run a PvE server, is it? Is that even a consideration? Or do they only release one server that's PvP? Everything but Ashen Vale would be PvE, I think. Yeah, are they interested in even making a PvE server? So you couldn't do it hardcore either, probably? Yeah. I see what you're saying. They'll have PvE, I'm sure, yeah. I assume you just flag yourself, but I don't know. Yeah. They can't force PvP in Ashen Vale. People would lose their minds about getting ganked going to BFD. Really? They have to make a PvE server. You guys remember whenever they made Fresh Wrath servers and they were like, all right, there's one Fresh Wrath server and it's PvP. And everybody, well, I mean, we were going nuts because it was like, hell yeah, dude. They did the right decision, one server only, just to keep the pop high. And people were losing their minds not having a PvE server. Losing their... lost their marbles. So, yeah, I don't know. With a whole new Seasons of Discovery, I can't imagine them excluding PvE. I think they're going to have to make a PvE server. So it's going to be weird to see how that works. With a contested zone. I guess you'll just flag yourself like a regular PvE server. If they don't make one PvE and one PvP server, it'll be so stupid, yeah. PvP only would be sick. No, I think they'll do both. I play PvE, so I'll let you know how it goes, yeah. Do you think Enhanced Shell will be better with two-handed or one-handed still? Or just two-handed? Dude, BB, here's the thing, man. I'm so excited that the content's going to be capped at 25. Because there's this overwhelming new rune system that's getting added to the game. It's kind of how I felt about Classic. Guys, for someone that plays Classic for the first time and they try to PvP, do you know how overwhelming it is to get involved with the game? It's probably the most simple version of the game compared to all the expansions. But even Classic WoW, jumping in for the first time, 1 to 60, it can be overwhelming, especially if you go straight to 60 and start doing 60 content. If you're new to this system, that is World of Warcraft, it's hard to digest. And so I like that with this new rune system, it's a whole new game, brother. We're playing Final Fantasy 14 or something. We're literally playing retail, which is not Classic WoW. And so I'm glad that we're able to take it one step at a time and fully learn about maybe 2 or 3 classes that you decide to play and level up, and then hopefully learn about the other 6 in like World PvP, you know? Just need one with War Mode option? I think Druid will be a lot more popular on Alliance. Dude, yes. Druid will be mandatory. I would imagine with Wind Fury. What do they call it? Wild Strikes? Yo, the fog looks kind of stupid without the actual show going on, huh? Oh, we'll leave it. It's supposed to look like this. Very nice. And then you can't see the fog. It's okay. Hey, by the way, today's Thursday. We're kind of doing like a freestyle podcast type of event. I'd also like to do viewer call-ins. What do you guys think about doing viewer call-ins every other day? Because I don't think I'm going to play the game for the next 3 weeks. I'm just going to wait until SOD comes out. The next 21 days. Think about doing like organized shows with Winky, Les, maybe Cargos, anybody else, and then like in betweens just have you guys come on and shoot the shit. Would definitely be down to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it'd be fun content too. And this is the approach I want to take going forward too. I've never done things with my community. I've always kind of I've been very selfish how I've played the game. But I think I always did it for content. Even with playing with Frontier, you know, I feel like I never play with my community. Sounds kind of weird, but that's how I've always felt, man. I've seen other streamers, you know, they play with their communities, they make their own community guilds. They look at Savix's guild. I guess Asfan did Crusade at the beginning of Classic. I've never done this, and I'd like to be a lot more personable I wanna focus on my stream here going forward. I've always focused on my friends and the content the last 4 years, and it was good. But I've never really focused on like my stream community. So I'd like to add more things like that. And playing yourself? Yeah. Hop on a call, let it rip? Yeah, dude. This Unreal Engine WoW world excites me. Doesn't it look cool? Look at that. Kobold Mine. Isn't that sick? Sod Top Guild do something? Yo, I need a guild name, guys. Well, what should the guild name be? Do Something's actually not a bad name. I can't believe I heard somebody scream Do Something in passing at BlizzCon. Only happened once though. Do Something's not bad. That's the best community name I've heard so far. New community metapog? Yeah, Sig. That's the idea, bro. Cargo's still around? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Next fresh win, Rindink. I like Rindink. Rindink is a good one. Chat started spamming Do Something. Oh shit, can we see the tat? Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. There it is. Sheesh. Oh, no way. I think Enzo just sent me something. So you export all the things, I'll send you a Google Drive or something. Oh my gosh, guys. Hey, do you guys want a sneak peek at, You guys want a sneak peek at tomorrow? Sick tattoo? Yo, what's up, Dennis? My man. Yo, hope you're good, brother. Yeah, so we were gonna live stream it, but there was no service inside the tattoo shop, so I videoed it with only. And I was gonna make like some YouTube shorts or shit, maybe I'll give you guys a look at the process soon. Yeah, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. 07s to my brother. It's too much skin even for just a chatting stream. Yeah, brother. Oh, like I'd get in trouble for it. Yeah. Softcore soy boys. Do something for days. I like do something, man. Do something is good. Yo. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a guild name is do something? I think it needs to be an 8. I think out of all these names, they need to be like an 8 out of 10. If they're going to be used as a guild name. Do something is up there. It doesn't have to be 10 out of 10, but like all the recommendations have to be like 8 out of 10s to get used. So I feel like do something, we'll vote on it. We'll vote on names or something. Registered flex offender. Doug. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's a good guild name. It screams classic. Jeez. Scray's trademark, yeah. Do something's up there. So he's going Horde or Alliance. I'm going Horde, man. I'm going Horde. I'm sick of playing Ally. I've been playing Ally forever. Yeah, we're gonna forget about that one. What are we watching? Chicken. We are watching the beginning. Ooh, a rebrand, a comeback. Guys, I actually got... So, do you guys remember some of my thumbnails that were getting made? They looked really good, and obviously, I obviously wasn't doing it. One of my buddies, Enzo, was making these for me, and I don't know if I can give you guys a sneak peek of what we're planning to launch tomorrow, but we're doing a little bit of rebranding. All right, download anyway. I'll give you guys an idea of what one of these files look like. What is this? I'll give you guys a sneak peek. What we're thinking about tomorrow. Whoa. It's a minute long. Yo, guys, type a 1 in the chat if we should save the surprise for tomorrow. Or a 2 in the chat if you want. If you just want the sneak peek now. We're going to do something tomorrow. You want the sneak peek now? Alright, well, just because you guys are here, I'm going to send it with you guys, and then you'll see it tomorrow. We're going to do a proper show. No content tomorrow? No, that would be a content. Turk down? Right when Thick shows up. Alright. Alright. Everybody wants to see it. My audio's been messing up, so before I send this, let's shut everything down. Okay, tell me guys if you can hear this. Can you guys hear that? Could you guys hear that? Okay, you can hear. Okay. This is about to get crazy. I actually haven't seen this either. So we're going to get to watch this together for the first time. We're going to watch this together for the first time. Also, yay, let me get some, can I get some claps in the chat for Enzo? Can I just get some pre-claps? Because I know this is going to be amazing. And then we can give him a proper congratulations after this is over with. Because I know this is going to be good. I just want Burke Waller claps, baby. All right, here we go. Here we go. I think this I might have to do. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, can you guys hear that? I don't want to ruin the moment. Okay. All right, boys.
Elune Adore.
You need something?
Very funny.
Woohoo! Yeah, am I back? Ah, you guys missed it. So, if you guys didn't know, I just came back from BlizzCon. And I was hanging out with Cargos. He's the one that originally started Good Morning Azeroth with Def Camp, Melderon, Dunedain. And a lot of these podcasts, they never stick. We've tried to do them in the past. And GMA was like, I think it was even recognized by Blizzard at some point, but Cargos wanted to get his foot in the door, and he was talking about how he would get involved with things again and just be around the scene. And he told me, he was like, bro, you should resurrect GMA. You should bring Good Morning Azeroth back. So we hit up Enzo. We're going for a rebrand, a fresh coat of paint. We rebranded it. We got a new intro to it. It's something that I'd like to send for the next 3 weeks, and I would like to do it. I'd like to do like news updates and channel updates as Season of Discovery's out. I think Season of Discovery is going to be a lot more casual. A lot less time of me in game, and a lot more time that I can do shows. And I think this goes with the, I'm really glad that there's a crossroads in the old world. Dude, I've been playing the game for 4 years straight, and I haven't done a great job of creating content. I've been playing the game a lot, so having the opportunity to run like a podcast like GMA, I think is going to be really good for myself. It's going to be good for the channel. I think it's going to be better content overall. And so, yeah, we're going to bring that back. We're going to do the first show tomorrow. So, anyways, that was a sneak peek at the trailer, the new rebrand, and I hope everybody's excited about it, man. I hope everyone's looking forward to it. So Z just took that up. Yeah, send me the inquiry or whatever it's called. Got me straight bricked, yeah. Corny B guest win. That's what I said I wanted to do, was like viewer call-ins. I want to do viewer call-ins any day that we're not doing like an organized GMA with the content Andes. We just do viewer call-ins the whole day. Yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to that. What's up, Dana? Yeah. Well, and it kind of falls in line with, you guys know that my intro content, I swear you guys like the intro content better than anything else, where we just shoot the shit, talk about things, go over clips, do react content. I swear it's better content than just playing the game, so it makes sense for me to run it this way. I think so. Discussion content is best, yeah. I think it's what people enjoy the most.
_COD just
Hey, what's up,
subscribed.
Moose? Hey, thank you, brother.
I think a lot of people like us who have been playing Classic non-stop for years are really gonna enjoy the early phases of SOD, where we can go a few weeks with just logging in for raids, since leveling is gonna be so fast when max is 25 or 40.
Yo, I like that, Moose. Yeah, bro, it's gonna be... You can still be involved in the Classic universe and play the new Classic Plus content, Season Discovery content, whatever you want to call it, and not feel behind. Hey, thanks for the resub for 2, man. Good to see you, Moose. Like, the world PvP is going to be pretty casual to get involved with, too. I don't know. My slash played is going to be... I mean, let's be honest. We're still going to play the hell out of the game, even if it is level gated. There's so much new content. I feel like if I haven't played all the classes up to 25, there's always going to be something new for me to enjoy, experience. World PvP is going to be so amazing again. Dude, for the first time... Well, I won't say it's going to be balanced, but for the first time, I think people are going to get one-shot by runes. Yeah, the world PvP is going to get good again. You're going to make places like... how do I even say this? I wish I could just show you. I want to fly around Ashenvale and show you guys what I'm talking about. It's going to make places like Warsong Lumber Camp in Ashenvale used for the first time. Never been used before. Running BFD for world buff before running Nax? Yeah, they might invalidate some of those buffs. Who knows? Would Lava Burst going to be saucy? Yeah. Yeah, Funks. That's why I'm playing it. Or even just Night Elf Druids sitting and lying in wait with their 30% crit buff, blasting everybody. One of the reasons I want to play Alliance is to play a Night Elf Hunter and just shadow meld in certain areas and snipe people at like cave entrances or the Warsong outpost camps, like sitting on top of a tower on a Night Elf Hunter shadow melded. Man, you see the meme Pally video? Maybe not. You get link? Link? Everything's gonna be dope, yes. I think so, man. I really appreciate perspectives like that too, Blazy. I like people that are like looking forward to things. And not just dooming shit talking for no reason. Watch this, it's so funny. Hold up, what is this?
1 to 25 leveling bracket across all classes, and we'd love for you guys to go forth and discover them on your own. Anyways, enough of that. Let's take a sneak peek at some of those abilities. Paladins.
Hang on, dude. Damn it. Oh, we just started ads too. Yo, Tiberius hooking 5 people up. Bro, you hit everyone. Crix, Zaries, Franklin. I can't show this until the ads end. Bro, Zaries, Franklin, Crix, Yurza, It's Science. Bro, those are high impact gifted subs. Hey, thank you, brother. Tiberius. Let me get some hearts in the chat for Tiberius, man. All right, we wait for the ads. Prime sub refreshes on November 30th. It's a sign. That wags. Hey, thank you, brother. Yeah, thanks for the major tip today. Very kind. So I realized the only thing I didn't like about SOD was not knowing the meta. I was able to buy it fully. Just the unknown. That's cool, man. I'm gonna try to juggle 3 characters. Yeah, guys, how many characters are you guys gonna play in Phase 1? How many characters do you guys plan on playing in Phase 1 up to level 25? I would like to say all of them, just because I don't want to miss out on this new meta, but probably 2 or 3. Probably just 2 or 3. Chasing that OP meta as many as I can. Yeah, I kind of want to go for the broken OP classes first, but I think all of them are going to be broken or OP. Or maybe there's a broken spec. There's 1 or 2 broken runes in each class that makes me want to play them. I want to do the raid once, but I'll probably try all of them. I'm not super excited about the raiding, man. At all. I mean, I'll do the raids just because I have to do them, but I'm not looking forward to BFD as much as I'm looking forward to Ashenvale. But Pally and Druid are going to be my top 2 classes played, yeah. Was Wizard Tool's selling point, right? Making all classes viable? Yeah. I think so. Okay, let's watch the meme bid now that the ads are over. So this is Paladin mains in Season of Discovery.
There are over 100 runes in the 1 to 25 leveling bracket across all classes, and we'd love for you guys to go forth and discover them on your own. Anyways, enough of that. Let's take a sneak peek at some of those abilities. Paladins. In WoW Classic, they don't have a taunt, but here it is in Season of Discovery. Hand of Reckoning is your taunt. Knowing this ability will also increase the threat bonus of Righteous Fury and cause you to gain mana when healed by other players. Crusader Strike is a weapon attack. It's a weapon attack which costs no additional mana and instead regenerates your mana slightly for each hit. And Seal of Martyrdom can be activated to cause melee attacks to strike other nearby targets. You'll lose health when inflicting damage with this. However, nearby party members can gain mana based on the damage you take.
Yeah. Oh, man. Thick is back, baby. Thick meta is back. Actually, me. Yeah, I think... I think we're gonna get to play with Thick for the first time in years, man. Thank God. I love that guy. That was a good video. Alright, what do you guys say we get into the show, huh? I think I'm gonna go bust I'm gonna crack open a Coke and we're gonna get into today's show. Hey guys, before I get the show started, I'm excited about showing you guys Ashenvale. So we're gonna go over the news. We'll go over a couple of these blog posts that were written. We'll try and have some Q&A live. I imagine this will be 30-45 minutes long, and then I want to do theory crafting at the end, what I'm gonna play, what we should do as a guild community event, and then we're gonna fly around Ashenvale together And we're going to try and theory craft what some of the PvP world events are going to be, where they're going to take place, where we could have guild meetings, where hot spots of where we think most of the PvP is going to go on, all these little hidden nooks and crannies that I think they could hide some of the runes, where we can do high level quests. I got inspiration from Ashenvale because of that, the Den of Borodillo, something like that. There's a den that nobody goes into in Ashenvale, and it's hidden in plain sight, but I think there's going to be maybe one rune discovered in there. Maybe we could have guild meetings inside of there. Maybe one of the PvP events is going to happen in this den, and so... Lady in the video said she was shocked when the crowd went nuts for Crusader Strike. She didn't expect it. Yeah, I remember hearing that. I think that was in another interview where she said it. She was like, yeah. That's not when I was expecting people to go crazy, but... yeah, Paladins are getting some love. Hey, guys. Let's do one last call. I'm gonna go get a Coke. What is everybody gonna main? What do you guys think you're gonna main in Classic Season of Discovery? I'm going Shaman, baby. I'm going Horde Shaman. Horde Shaman. Probably not gonna play much Resto. I'm gonna mess around with Enhance and Ellie. I got a lot of friends that are Shaman mains. Shaman, of course. Gotta play Shaman. Pally Tank. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pally Druid. Druid and Priest. Oh, shit. All the classes are actually good again. Look, there's not a single warrior. Oh, Joey said warrior. Human warrior. I'm going to play warrior in the last patch. For some reason, I feel like warrior's going to be busted at 60. But maybe not. Maybe not early on. Shaman PvE, probably Priest PvP. The crazy thing is, I'm not even interested in any of the PvE content. I just want to be a full PvP guild, I swear. Definitely make a warlock as well, yeah. Always get Titan's Grip. Double two-handed. Yeah, I'll level up a warrior in the last phase. Same dude, world PvP only. Like, it was weird, man. I'm hanging out in the Frontier Discord, right? And everybody's like, hey, well, we're going to have to play Alliance because of these changes, this and that. Everybody's talking about parsing and speedrunning BFD, and I'm like, are people really excited about speedrunning Black Fathom Depths? Excited about parsing at level 25? I mean, it's a gameplay. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, like, demean anybody that gets excited about that, but I was just like, fuck me, dude. That sounds so lame. Hard pass on all that. It's kind of whack. Yeah, it's cringy AF. Like, people were talking about how they're going to have to play Human Warrior because Sword and Axe specialization, or Sword and Mace specialization is too OP that you have to play Human, which means we have to go ally. I was like, fuck all that, dude. We're going to play Warcraft again. We're just going to do open world PvP content, man. Less sweat, more fun is my goal. Yeah. But if that's what you enjoy, I mean, go for it. But it just doesn't sound appealing to me at all. That's ass until 60. It's all about PvP. Yeah, I kind of agree, man. Like, the parsing culture is going to be weird at low levels. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. You do you. Enjoy what you do most. Yeah, I don't know why I get on these rants of, like, demeaning how other people like to play the game. For no reason. For no reason. I just want to play Warcraft again. Yeah. Balance between sweat and fun is the way to go. Level 25 is definitely more of a have fun time. I don't even know how to min-max yet. Yeah, like, I know Jay Bravo is all about speed running and speed clearing and being top DPS. Like, why do you shit talk on that? You know what I'm saying? Glad they're adding Kings for Horde at 25. Yeah, that was kind of funny that they added that at the end. That's going to be a part of the show that we talk about today. Blizzard's community feedback. Or at least their receptiveness towards how the community feels. We'll talk about that today. You quit hardcore. I missed you, bro. Hope you go hard and sod. Yeah, I think that's why I was so sad, bro. Last stream too, is because I've kind of played hardcore out, man. I don't know how much more hardcore I'm ever gonna do in the future. It's really sad to think about. I miss all that shit since hardcore. Yeah, Oh, hell yeah. Jay, you're one of the people that makes me want to main a shaman. Because you're a shaman, man, just sweaty for no reason. How are they adding kings? Not sure. You'll come back, it always comes back. Yeah. But as it is right now, I'm pretty much done with hardcore. No point in doing hardcore anymore now that Classic Plus / SOD is on the horizon. I feel like hardcore was always my thing too. I like playing hardcore. I like playing One Life. I like the fresh take on the world. I like the new meta that hardcore added, and I like the community that we had with hardcore. And I don't have any of that anymore. The meta is solved for me. There's no more discovery. I've literally done all of it, man. Solo dungeons, 2-man dungeons, 5-man speedrun dungeons in Hardcore All-Stars, Road to Ragnaros, Season of Mastery, Frontier, part of the KT kill, like, or at least the guild that killed KT. I almost got there, bro, both times. Like, there's nothing left for me in Hardcore. Feels bad. So is the coffee logo for a new pod or show? So I was talking to Cargos at BlizzCon, and he told me to bring it back. He told me to bring Good Morning Azeroth back, and you guys know Cargos loves art assets, right? I told him, I hit up Z, hit up my dude, and we're trying to get a fresh coat of paint on the podcast. So I hope Cargos ends up liking it, and I think it's going to be a way for Cargos to be involved, or he's super busy with, he's just doing life. He's got other things he's working on right now. He's not doing well, but I think he does miss some of the camaraderie and community and all the things he built. But yeah, he said we should run GMA back, so we're starting it up tomorrow. Yeah, we're starting it tomorrow. So much more friendly than other version. Interesting. Skark's finally coming back. Yeah, I doubt that he ever comes back the way you mention it, but maybe just in a podcast format where you can just come on and say what's up. Tommy and Tactics, were those two? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know where all my friends are, bro. All the people I started with are all gone. They've all moved on. And I'm still here. It's kind of just sad to think about. Love to see some of the old heads on GMA, Def Campbell. Yeah, Hero Thick. 100%, John. 100%. Alright, guys. Y'all, I'm gonna grab a Coke and let's get started. We'll start. I'm gonna post this on YouTube, this show that we're doing. At the end, we're gonna do a lot of theory crafting. So if you're not into like reading the posts and stuff and hanging out, make sure to come back in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes once we're done going through all the news. And we're going to do some really fun theory crafting. Also, here, let me show you this. Whoa, we're going to do this. I don't think it's bad to do this, right? Is this allowed? Yo, guys. Guys. Is this allowed? Is this okay? This is allowed, right? Yeah, dude, this is allowed. We're fine. We're fine. Mocha TOS? Oh, man. So we're going to explore Ashenvale together and theory craft the entire zone. Yeah. We're going to talk about where we think some of the PvP events are going to be hosted, where some of the runes are going to be hidden, where we're going to do like guild meetings, where we think most of the PvP is going to go on. Yeah. It's just a video. Yeah. No, I agree. It is just a video. Well, if you get in trouble for that, everybody that makes a YouTube video should be banned as well. Because this is exactly what everybody does to do B-roll for the video. Send another little thing. No way, bro. Did you send Guys, you want to see the updated logo? Well, the top left is the updated logo. But I think we have a GIF as well. Okay, let's download this. You creating ADHD dads? Nah, not at all. Not at all. Okay. All right, guys, does this work? Huh, 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 huh. Okay, I can't get the updated logo to work right now. That's okay though. No, I think the guild is probably gonna be do something. Yeah, most likely will be that. La, da, 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 da. Yeah, do something so good. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the guild name. All right, guys, let's get a Coke and start the show. Mr. Grays, what's up, Dirt? You got here just in time, brother. I think I saw you at the beginning of the stream. La da da, ha ha ha. Hey guys, how would you feel about me as a VTuber? Yo guys, type a 1 in the chat if you would watch VTuber Grays instead of No Cam Grays. If I was gonna go no cam, would you guys rather see me as a VTuber? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have my own VTuber, Like, it's not gonna be, I'm not gonna be a normal VTuber. Sounds cringe? Peter. If I'm no cam, brother. Secure the bag. Torrent Mail, you already know, of course. You guys want a sneak peek at my VTuber? That's gonna be me, man. That's gonna be me. I don't even know what the fuck a VTuber is. That's gonna be great. So this will be talking to you instead of my face. Dude, Winky and I, we're about to be in VR making YouTube shorts and videos together with our own characters. I'm about to throw on the VR headset. Me and Winky are going to be running around Stormwind in Unreal Engine and Goldshire and all this shit, like making content together. I'm not even kidding. For no chat gamer glasses Grays. Yeah, true. Throwback, man. Oh, wait, you guys didn't even see that, did you? All right. Let's get rid of it, man. So that's the face you're gonna see instead of no cam. Yeah, we'll be talking the whole time. But yeah, me and Winky are gonna make content together. I think it's in VR chat, and we can record the whole thing. I'm sold. Yeah, that'd be good. Yo, you want to see Winky's character? Bro, my character's way better than Winky's. That's Winky's. Oh, bro. Winky's got like a butt chin, man. No, it looks good. Let's be honest. It does look good. I don't know why. What is this? Ooh. I could be like a spirit healer too? Yeah, so me and Winky are we're gonna be hanging out at the Warcraft Tavern. Drinking rumsy rum. And shooters together. Winky's got his bay 24/7. Should have guild meetings like this. Yeah, we'll see. The sky's the limit, man. You never know. You never know. Anyways, we have somebody that's been helping us create these VR chat characters, and I think we're gonna do content together pretty soon. Would you guys watch VR chat streams? Would you guys watch me and Winky walk around in this Unreal Engine? I'd be in first person, but you'd be able to see Winky's character. Nah, Peter, you're so sweaty, bro. You were like the sweatiest PvE classic 9900 parsing Andy. Of course you wouldn't. Maybe the first time? Yeah, maybe once. You're asking? I did ask. I did ask. No, no, no. I really want to play Druid, but I'm worried it'll be overplayed like you said. Why is it so bad on Turtle WoW? Bro, there's something about Classic Plus content, and whenever they buff hybrid classes or they buff Paladins, like giving them Crusader Strike, it throws off the balance of the game and everybody plays it. That was my experience on Turtle WoW. Everyone plays Pallies and Druids. So yeah, I'm kind of scared to play Pallies and Druids. Oh, chalet. The OnlyFans angle arc first step. I would make an OnlyFans in VR chat. Yes. I think I could get away with that. I think I could make an OnlyFans if it was VR content. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Pally's just Wrath Pally. Played it already? Yeah. I'm scared of playing Shaman for that same reason. Because everyone's going to play it? Nah, I think Shaman's going to be okay. Shaman's going to be good. Imagine entire raid, just chain lightning. Or what is it? It's Overlord. Sorry, not Overlord. Overload Lava Burst. Chain lightning combo. Dealing damage and healing. Healing and dealing damage on Flame Shock. Applied enemies the whole time. Brother, the Shaman runes look sick. Hoof picks win? True. I came back and I heard OnlyFans VR content. Yeah, you just missed it. Me and Winky were going to be doing VR chat, Unreal Engine, YouTube Shorts, and playthroughs. We're actually going to be doing shorts together. I don't know, like short skits. For like 2 or 3 minutes. It's going to be me and Winky just acting a fool on VR chat. We're not going to live stream it. We'll probably just record it on OBS and post it or something. I think everybody will try out everything. That's kind of the beauty of level 25 cap for now. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. As soon as mages got invis way back in the day, is when I lost interest. Came back for classic years later. I felt pure again. Paladin would be so annoying in PvP with Tremor Totem ability. I heard about that. Yeah, and you can't get rid of the Tremor Totem ability from Paladins like you can Shamans. Or he's selling used underwear to make rent. I think that crosses the line for me. What platform? It's going to be VR chat, yeah. Alright, let's get into it, guys. Alright. I don't know why I'm fixing my hair. That hair already looks scuffed. Intro stream over. This is going to be a permanent intro stream. Oh, dude, 90 minutes in for intro stream. That's pretty good. That is not bad. But we're gonna like go over the news right now, and then it's gonna turn into like the intro stream again, where we theory craft, and we're gonna fly around Ashenvale. What I'm most excited about today is flying around Ashenvale and theory crafting the PvP and where I think the hidden runes are gonna be. Whew, it's gonna be so fun, man. True, Jalen. True. All right, here we go, boys. What's up, guys? Welcome to the episode. Everything we know about Season of Discovery. We're going to be going over all the posts related to Season of Discovery, Classic, what we're looking forward to in the future. This is like a soft launch of this series of GMA that we're going to do in the future. We're bringing it back. Cargo's Def Camp, Melderon, Dunedain, the guys that started it originally. We're going to do a show. So this will be an opportunity for me to do our own little show. We're going to do a news overview with you guys, and we'll see how it works out. So BlizzCon happened. They announced Season of Discovery. I think it blew everybody's minds. Nobody was expecting any of this coming. I feel like the Classic Andes always are, like, the news is a little bit underwhelming. This is the first time Classic players get something new. And I think the 2019 experience was a little bit new, but we have new content for the first time. It's not just retail. It's not new expansions for the retail game. It's not even TBC or Wrath of the Lich King. Re-release the expansions. I'm so excited. No, this is Classic Plus. This is the first stab at it. A new rune system, new abilities. We're getting level-gated content. It's going to restrict the entire world. You know, whenever I think about Classic Plus and just starting 1 to 60, and they create a few new subzones here and there, and they create a few new raids. Well, with it being level-gated content, I think they're creating new subzones and new raids without doing anything. I know that sounds weird, and you might even think it's lame or lazy content. Imagine Ashenvale. I wish I could pull up a map of Ashenvale even. Let me do that real fast. I don't know if you guys realize how big Ashenvale is. I didn't whenever I looked at it at first. But I got on one of my servers where I can fly around and do B-roll for videos, and I was flying around the world at like 100% speed, and I was like, holy shit, dude, Ashenvale is massive. It is massive, man. So here's a look at Ashenvale. Yeah, this zone is huge. People talk about how big the Barrens is. I think Ashenvale is like the same size as the Barrens. Top to bottom. So, you know, a normal 1 to 60, people just go through this. There might be a little bit of world PvP. The zone gets watered down, though, because you have 2 high level characters, maybe even level 35s, 40s crossing through the zone and just one-tapping you in open world PvP. You're going to have balanced in-game. Not, I say balanced. Balanced in-game in the sense that everyone's going to be level 25. Everyone's going to have a zone-specific mount that they can run through here. Everyone's going to be working on zone events, these PvP events that are going to go on. Horde and Alliance, they're going to clash at one spot. I don't know how they're going to do it. We're going to talk about it today. But there's going to be PvP zone events, and Horde and Alliance both are going to meet up there. And you're either going to have to defend or, you know, try and execute the opposing faction's leader. And you'll get points for it, some type of system. But this feels Classic Plus to me, just simply by level gating the content. And this is, other than the beta, this is the first time Blizzard's ever level gated content. With Hardcore, I think that we level gated the content by putting a limit on the dungeons. And then we saw people go in 2-man, 3-man solo dungeons with the level cap. So that was its own version of level gated content. We did Hardcore All-Stars, where we had players compete at different level caps. And there was new metas at each of those level ranges. You know, so we've done like some community level gated content, and it's felt great every time. And other than the beta, I think that's the only time Blizzard implemented a level cap system. Level 30, then 40, and then they were up to 60 at some point. So I'm excited to see Blizzard send this idea of level gated content on a seasonal server. I think it's gonna work out really well. But yeah, guys, Ashenvale is huge. Originally, I felt like level 25 cap, BFD, as you know, they had to sauce it up a bit. They said, you know, BFD, the most, the iconic classic dungeon, BFD. I was like, oh, fuck BFD, dude. Nobody likes BFD. Some people were like, man, they should have chosen SFK. Even Dead Mines would have been cool. But I think the reason BFD was chosen was the level 25 gate in the zone. Ashenvale, it's so great to see Ashenvale get some love. And this is going to be the end game for the first month, 2 months. So I'm really excited to see that. But I think that's why they chose BFD as the level capped raid. And it's really the zone that they're going to be playing on. So there's a lot to discover, a lot of PvP that's going to be going on in here. And I'm excited for Ashenvale to be the end game for 2 months. So we're going to go over some of these interviews. There were group interviews done. Wowhead did an interview with a couple of the devs, and then Crix did an interview. So we're going to break there's different insights and answers on all three of these. Hopefully there's not too much overlapping content. But we're going to try and focus on Season of Discovery content here. So we're going to get right into it. What kind of new content are you adding to Discovery? Karazhan Depths was hinted at, or Crypts, I think Karazhan Crypts was hinted at for an instance. And their response was, seasons are such an exciting sandbox for us on the Classic team. We get the chance to take risks and chance to experiment with different gameplay features that might or might not have a positive reception with players or negative. So we've taken the feedback in mind with things to add. So there's a lot of content in vanilla. And where do you start? Looking at the artificial level bands in Classic Beta, where players came up with their own meta, their own endgame, their own BIS lists within those bands. Splitting those level bands in Season of Discovery lets us focus on smaller portions of Classic to look at a time. So what's the endgame at level 25? What are the endgame zones? Can we transform a dungeon into a raid? Can we add more outdoor content? Whether it's PvP, new world bosses, or discoveries that aren't necessarily tied to the new rune engraving system. The leveling banding system allows us to focus on specific parts, compartmentalizing Eastern Kingdoms to an extent, and build on the existing world and all of its richness. That's kind of what we mentioned a moment ago. And I'm kind of glad that these old zones are getting the focus of Classic Plus content before additional zones do. Like, people talk about the potential of Classic WoW. It's endless. The landscape, it's like if you were Picasso, the base game of vanilla WoW is the best place to start for Classic Plus. And so it's cool to see them make Ashenvale in-game before they make a new level 25 zone, a new level 45 zone to avoid grinding through the Naga Cave, right? So this allows the game to breathe and room for future custom content. Yeah. We're excited where Discovery is going to take us. We have some plans that aren't ready to announce in terms of what the next level up raids are. There'll be more level up raids and desire to build truly new content. Whether it's something we hinted at on accident or on purpose, what's the next panel? So they hinted at Gnomeregan, Scarlet Monastery raid, and Karazhan Crypts. Those are 3 things, and we have the BFD raid. So if you look at this phase format, how do you guys think this is going to be released? These are the 3 zones that were hinted at. Gnomeregan, Scarlet Monastery raid, and Kara Crypts. The level caps are 40, 50, and 60. Scarlet Monastery and Gnomeregan. Gnomeregan's a little bit too low level for this level 40 cap. If I had to guess, then phase 2, what is your guys' prediction? You guys have chat on screen. What is your prediction for the level up raid in phase 2? Let's just go with that. I feel like, the weird thing is, man, there's not a good zone like BFD. Like, the raid being inside of Ashenvale is great. Gnomeregan is inside of the Gnome starting zone. It's in Dunmorrow. That's super weird. It's difficult to get to. The Horde use a transponder to teleport inside of Gnomer. Scarlet Monastery, it's not bad. It's still in another Horde starting zone. That's kind of awkward too. So like both of those zones that they hinted at, the raids might be cool, but these zone events, maybe they choose new zones to do zone events in. Maybe they use Gnomeregan and Scarlet Monastery raid as poster childs for these, the level up raids, but they choose a different zone event. Who knows? Tannerus is neutral. BZF. Oh, wow. What if they did Oldhim? No. Chernobyl. Tannerus is neutral, but they do Oldhim instead in the bottom. 50 could be Mara. I heard that Maradon could be a raid. I was thinking about the prospect of, like, think about how big Mara is. It's weird, though. The way they made BFD a raid, they turned BFD. I felt like I was in Maradon for a second. Or I felt like I was playing retail. Like, the bosses were fucking huge. Imagine them doing that to Maradon. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm gonna be in a jungle. Truly a jungle if they make Maradon a level up raid. It already feels like an epic raid while I'm in there. Like, imagine if they did that to Blackrock Depths, what they did to BFD. Every single boss was 10x the size of what it used to be. It'd be weird, man. It'd be weird. Sunken Temple, yeah, Olda. Yeah, those are good recommendations. Clearly there will be... Okay, so there's more coming, but we can't talk about what happens with the next level upgrades. Lots of things to experience. It's the spirit of the season. We also want it to feel natural in the classic world. So if you're running around in the world and you see a mob and wonder, was this here before? Time to go check Wowhead and see. It's like finding a photograph of your grandparents in Italy and how that adds to your more understanding of them. Guys, this is really important. We also want it to feel natural in the classic WoW world. Whenever we left BlizzCon, all my friends kind of looked at each other and we were like... What I kept saying was things are about to get weird, guys. I don't know if it's good. Things are going to be super weird and classic. Nothing about that BFD raid initially felt like classic WoW. The turtle boss... There were 1,000 of these bubbles dropping from the sky. I felt like I was playing like Mythic Plus, or I felt like I was playing retail. Even Lady Severus, I didn't like that she was 20x the size and her ads are 20x the size of what they used to be. The Ellie boss at the beginning, that one kind of fit a little bit. It felt like I would fight a big elemental like that. But for some reason, the turtle boss and Lady Severus, they didn't feel like classic WoW. The fights, the encounters didn't feel like it. The combat didn't feel like classic. But I will say... It was really funny. My group of Tin Man players were all classic Andes. We ran right past that Ellie boss. We were like, dude, screw the elemental guy. We went straight for the turtle boss. And then whenever, I think it was the first one to die. And I was running back through the zone and I saw there was this stone stuck in the wall. So what the hell is this? I right-clicked it and it summoned like a 26 elite. And my entire group, these are all classic Andes, they all passed right by this stone. And then we didn't realize there's 3 stones that you click on, you kill the elemental, and then it summons... or it makes that elemental boss active, right? And so they were able to make this Classic Plus content. They added it into the game to make it feel like Classic. Like, I passed right over it. I didn't even notice it. It fit into the Classic world. So I like that there were some positives. There were some things about the demo that did feel Classic. The way we discovered this elemental boss felt very Classic and not retail. So I like that. Where some things were a miss, some things were a huge hit. And... that made me really excited that they were able to strike, you know, this feels like classic WoW. So what's the plan for Classic going forward? The Classic team has evolved a lot since the announcement of Classic to where we are now. It's a huge philosophy changes over time, and a lot of that's been in response to what the community wants and needs. A lot of people originally wanted no changes, and that's what they got. A lot of people were satisfied with that. Was that what we wanted to continue doing? We've experimented with some, hashtag no changes. We're all about learning and trying new things. We tried some new things with Burning Crusade Classic, Wrath Classic. We started with pre-nerf systems and no changes. They added looking for dungeon in Wrath. The community said they didn't want it. Then they realized all the people that didn't want LFD in Wrath, they don't even play Wrath of Lich King. I swear to God, bro. They're like classic Andes that only want to play vanilla WoW. And they're like, oh yeah, dude, Wrath was terrible because LFD ruined the matchmaking system. It ruined interactions in the open world. And it's like, dude, these people that didn't want LFD, they don't even play Wrath. So it's cool to see the team being very receptive. And that was the vibe I got at BlizzCon, being able to meet with a lot of the employees that work for Blizzard. It makes sense, man. Like, they feel very receptive to everything that we've done. Brother, even, like, Season of Mastery, we talked about doing another fresh, you know, sped up content. They did that. They did fresh seasonal servers. We did Road to Ragnaros on Season of Mastery, and they gave us the Soul of Iron buff. And then because of the success of that, I think that was very helpful and a reason why we got hardcore servers. And so it makes sense, dude. The Classic team, I feel like, has paid attention to Classic WoW, and they respected no changes. They sent it a lot going forward. I feel like they had to get through TBC and Wrath of the Lich King before they focus back on vanilla again. So overall, I'm really excited about the overall team. It's really easy to shit on Blizzard and say, well, they don't do anything. They're out of touch with the community. They're going to ruin Classic. That wasn't the vibe I got at all. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the team comes up with next. We went with great lengths to make Ulduar true to its original difficulty levels, and some people really enjoyed it, but the lessons from that are divergent difficulty paths. The original Classic WoW raids were a place for everyone. 40-player raids had no difficulty in vanilla. Most hardcore players wanted their orange parses. They could coexist with a dad who's trying to help his baby fall asleep. Fair enough. Things have since changed. So people want to continue doing. Are we all about learning lessons, trying new things? Yeah. Anyways. Overall, I feel like the team is super receptive to anything that the Classic community wants. And I feel like if Season Discovery does get out of hand and people are like, hey guys, this doesn't feel like Classic WoW. This feels way too much like retail, or it's not meshing, it's not vibing with me. I think they're going to dial it back, and I think they're going to fix it for the future. One thing I've heard is Season Discovery is kind of the beta for Classic Plus. And another thing is there's one chance, I'm actually really worried about this. I think we'll bring this up again. There's one chance to do Classic Plus, and I'm worried about the additional content in Season of Discovery because they're doing this new rune system, which doesn't feel like Classic at all. They're changing the classes completely. And they're changing, you know, these level 10 man BFD raids. I'm scared that Scarlet Monastery raid's going to happen, Karazhan Crypts is going to happen, Oldham's going to happen, and it's going to feel like we're raiding Mythic Plus. And I don't think it has to feel that way. I think that they can create Oldham, Scarlet Monastery, Grim Batol. Dude, what if they make Grim Batol and there's a huge fucking rocket dragon dildo flying through Grim Batol? You know, that's what I'm worried about happening on Season of Discovery and like their first stab at Classic Plus. And then whenever they really do try to make Classic Plus and Grim Batol again, it's already ruined. You know, they've already taken a stab at it. So that's my biggest worry, is that they're going to add all these cool new ideas, but it's going to feel like you're playing Mythic Plus. And it's just a shame. I think that you can add this new content without making the bosses look like Goliath, you know? I didn't like the turtle being a Giga Skull raid boss. I didn't like Lady Severus towering over me 20 feet. It just didn't feel like Classic, right? It's interesting. I like that they sent it. I'm curious if they're going to go with the same BFD design. I think it's already made. They're going to send it. I'm curious if they go with the same low-level raid BFD design, making the bosses skull bosses, forever to kill, 20x the size of your character. I wonder if they're going to go with that going forward. Like, I feel like they don't have to supersize additional raid content that they make. I'd like it to look like Classic. I'd like to be a warrior running through Scarlet Monastery, killing whoever the main character is at a normal size. You know, everything doesn't have to be 50x. Classic Plus. This is interesting. It means so many different things to different people. Is it making the Classic... Is it making Classic the way it was, but with small tweaks so that Ret Paladins, Balance Druids are in a better place, but no changes to Molten Core, or is it adding completely new content? So there's no way to satisfy all players, so Seasons is a way for us to experiment with things and see what resonates with players and what they're really attached to. Maybe there's a new forever home for these type of mechanics, like a new era server that isn't purely seasonal. The response to BFD raids on the show floor has been astounding, been humbling to see so many players exploring it. So there's a lot to unpack here, and I love that they're open and having the introspectiveness of Classic Plus means something different to everybody. And I love that they're using Seasons to figure out what Classic Plus really should be. And so this idea of Season of Discovery being the beta for Classic Plus, because there's no beta for this, and I think people are maybe going to come into this and be like, hey, this isn't balanced. Some of these specs are broken. I think you should just come in and have fun. I think it's time to have fun with WoW again and have new experiences, discover new things, play some broken specs, get good feedback. It's in a 1-year life cycle. Then maybe Classic Plus comes next year, 2 years after that. I know that there's no fresh server going on at the moment. I wonder what the timeline would be. I feel like Season Discovery would go till next BlizzCon for 12 months. And then they announce they're releasing Classic Plus in a year. And in the meantime, here's a new regular fresh server. I feel like that's the earliest a fresh server for Classic would be released again with no changes, right? The way it was would be like 12 months from now. I don't know how... when do you guys think Classic, Vanilla, no changes, just a regular fresh server is going to... When do you think that's going to be released again? Because it's been 4 years since 2019 Classic came out. And bro, Era's a joke. There's a lot of people that just want to play regular Classic WoW, and it feels really bad to log into Era. I don't know, man. It's not the vanilla that people want to play. In between Season of Discovery and Real Classic Plus, filler year, yeah. Herod needs a girlfriend? Yeah, maybe. They get too caught up on the size of a boss. Every MC boss is massive too. That's true. I didn't look at it that way. We're actually doing a BFD raid. It's not a BFD dungeon. You're not wrong. No clue. Well, then again, Classic Hardcore Fresh was just a few weeks ago. That's kind of fresh. Hardcore is... It is so different than regular Classic. It's not even funny. Yeah, Hardcore is not Classic at all. You can't do world PvP. It's stressful. It's super demoralizing. Some people don't want to play with one life. Some people think it's boring because you can't play the game or else you're just going to die and have to start over. But it's a fresh era server. It's not though, man. I hear what you're saying. It's not a fresh era server the way people want to play era. It's just hardcore. Just have to get good? No, it's not even, bro. No, that's not what it is. You don't just get good. Brother, you get killed in AQ20, freaking AQ40 by a rogue that doesn't pre-pop Blade Flurry. And one taps you for 10,000. He didn't even have world buffs on. I was fully world buffed, Titan flasked up, and you're just dead. I don't know. It's not a get good. No, definitely get good. Yeah, bro. Fuck hardcore, man. Hardcore is great, but yeah, I wouldn't say that it's like a era fresh or anything. Season of Discovery has no PTR. Is that going to be the thing going forward? Season of Discovery special. Trying to get the community together to help find those discoveries. We definitely see the value of PTRs, but also see the value of not having PTRs. The PTR for ICC was fantastic to help us make it as bug-free as possible. Bro, I love that they're doing this. This is like the first time that they've released something without a PTR. And maybe they've heard some feedback, but like the raiding content, for all the raiders that like seeing the raiding content be bug-free is cool, but it also would be neat to see some of these raids without a PTR beforehand. And I'm excited they're taking a stab at this with no testing. It's going to be really good. November 30th is the PTR? Yeah, I would agree with that. They really want to lean into the Discovery aspect, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I'm really happy that there's not a PTR for the Season of Discovery. And they're just sending it. With Discoveries, is it going to be a random lockbox out in the water before the fatigue zone, or will there be breadcrumbs? It'll be a mix of both. Is that chest new? I've been to Stone Cairn Lake. Is there something new here? There'll also be discoveries behind epic quests, where marquee spells will have a great deal of content required to do in order to learn them. So a big mix of small scale and epic scale. What is marquee? Marquee spells. Is this like main spells like the Warlock tank ability or Druid's Wild Strike ability? Crusader Strike for Paladins. Maybe there'll be epic quest chains to get some of those cool spells, and the other runes, it'll be, you find it in a chest here. The big show-off spells, got you. In Wrath Classic, there's both 40-player and 25-player of Oni Layer. What in Cataclysm Classic? We're going to skip that. I just want to talk about Sod today. So if runes are popular, what do you bring forward? With Season of Mastery, there were definitely some faults with the focus on endgame. Yeah, I guess there was. The absence of world buffs definitely hurt. Players had to put in an enormous amount of effort to participate in the content, but it was fun. The people who did put in the effort to participate and enjoyed it. Is there a world where some of that content gets to live again in Discovery? Nothing's off the table. If people were passionate about it and they'd like to see it again, and it fits within the context of the fantasy of it, then maybe we're not gonna force these things in where it doesn't make sense, but we're open to making those changes. Again, man, it's the same cadence. They're listening. They're open to making changes. See what works, what doesn't. I like the take, man. I feel like the classic team is very open to community. They're like very receptive. Has there been any thought in bringing out subs so people just want to play classic? Newer expansions. We might go to the next post here. Here we go. Seasonal level bands. The first cap is 25 BFD. Next is 40 with a lot of keystone stuff there. And a new level upgrade. Next band is 50, then 60. What is the keystone stuff? Is he talking about the rune system? Is that what this is? We feel like the amount of zones that players have in each phase is a healthy amount. Same for dungeons. Dude, I love this. This is a cool take right here. The amount of zones that players have in each phase is a healthy amount. It's interesting to think, you know, that you could create like a phase that was level 10, 15, 20, and there's just not enough content. There's not enough things to do in the game. They feel like level 25 is like the minimum level that you need to have enough abilities, have access to professions, having enough access to dungeons and raids to just give you something to do. So it's cool to see this idea of characters having, you know, minimum amount of zones to participate in. I think I'm just excited about the level gated content more than anything. Same for dungeons. Yeah, there's enough dungeons there. Then at 60 there'll be another exploration for existing raid content. And what does it mean in season discovery? Wait, what? What is this? Then at 60 there'll be another exploration for existing raid content. Okay, and what does that mean in season discovery? Do we make new tier sets for the new classes specs we've manifested in the rune system? Do the raids play the same in the same order? And on the topic of respecting people's time, as we get into a new end cap, there will be an XP boost for older bands. I like this, man. I like stuff like this. XP boost for older bands because this is seasonal content. They're reactive. It makes sense. I know this is what not to do 101 if you're a classic fan. Don't touch the level boost. You're going to ruin the game. That's not how Classic WoW was played. I think it's great in a seasonal format to put in an XP boost for the older bands. So whenever the level band is 40, 1 to 25 is going to be sped up by probably 100%. You'll get twice the amount of XP that you normally would get from killing mobs and doing things. I think this is fine. I think it's also good to experiment with increased XP at certain ranges. You know, even in Turtle WoW, they did tints. This is a Classic Plus private server. So there's this new profession. This is the best take I've ever seen on how to fix the leveling in Classic WoW. Do we add new quests? Do we add more zones? In Season of Mastery, do we add a base plus 40% experience gained from quest turn-ins, and then 200% from dungeon quest turn-ins? That was kind of weird. I didn't really like it that much. Wasn't a great solution. But in Turtle WoW, they have a new profession called Survival. And so you're able to craft these tents. You put these tents on the ground, and it's a gathering place. It's like getting world buffs in Classic, but for people that are leveling. The tents last 15 minutes. Hundreds of players are under this tent, and they gain rested experience. It's nuts, dude. People are selling things under these tents. They're having a ton of banter. It's a meeting place while you're leveling. It is really cool. And so yeah, we'll see what they do with level boost, but even in Turtle WoW, like Classic WoW purists are like, hey, you know what? There is a solution to speeding up the experience that is good, and it makes the game fun. So for all the non-boosted XP purists, I think there is a solution, and Turtle WoW did a great job with it. We'll see what the XP boost looks like here. I think it'll be lazy, and they'll just say, I mean, obviously it will be. There's 100% XP boost, but it'd be cool if they added a survival profession with tents, and people got rested XP. I don't know. Tent sound cool as its own event? Yeah. So we'll see how the community approaches this, but I think it's good overall. What's the timeline of level bands? I think they said more than a month, less than 2 months. Self-found additional restrictions. Okay, so this was hardcore. Hardcore was player-driven rule set, and so was Self-Found. If there's another rule set that players are really interested in, maybe we'll do that too. I think we're going to talk about hardcore later. There's another interview that mentions this. But again, this goes back to Blizzard being receptive to what the community wants. And I really do feel like it's easy to get on the hate train and say Blizzard doesn't know what the hell they're doing. They don't listen to the community. I mean, what more can you do than hear what they're saying as a company? And I think that they've proven it with their actions. Creating hardcore mode, creating Season of Mastery, creating... I guess you could say they haven't made Classic fresh, but... I don't know. They're busy with TBC Wrath. They did decide to go the seasonal direction at the moment, and it looks like they're working towards Classic Plus, which is something the community's asked for as well. So another nod to the community. I think it's a good place to be in if you're a Warcraft fan. Classic has so many hooks to explore. Why did Aranicus questline end so abruptly? What's going on under Karazhan Crypts? Our producers would kill me if we tried to solve all of them, but we'll explore a few of them. And we're excited to look in those places too. So I heard some people be critical towards this answer, saying, what do you mean your producers would kill you if you tried to solve all of them? That's the point of Classic Plus. But I don't know if you can make the perfect Classic Plus game. And I like that they're not calling this Classic Plus, but Season of Discovery, trying out some new things. Like, do you think that Blizzard would be able to finish all the quest chains, create new zones, create a new race, create new raids all in one timeline with Classic Plus coming out? You know what I mean? I feel like that would be impossible for them to do. Maybe they could do it. Maybe that is an expectation for them to do. But I look at Turtle Well and this Classic Plus server that's been going on. It's been going on for 5 years. It's taken them 5 years to make it to where they are today. They just released a fresh PvP server like a month ago. And I think it's really neat that you get to see all of their work from 5 years start to finish. You get to see it for the first time on a fresh server. So the first phase is like Molten Core and Karazhan Crypts. The point is, they kind of need a backlog of creating the Plus content. You can't do it all at once. So, yeah, man, I think we're in the right direction of getting a full Classic Plus eventually. Yeah, we'll make what feels like Classic. Okay, I think we're good on this one. I think this next interview was by Rockman. This is my dude. I love this guy. If you guys ever see the Wowhead posts, he's super cool. Guys, I went to an underground warehouse rave with this guy, and he looked exactly like this. He's super fucking cool, man. He's goated. He's based. He's a legend. He's cool. Tim Jones. I'm not sure who this is. I guess she works for Blizzard as well. This guy's mad cool, man. I think he's senior producer of Classic WoW, some title like that. Really cool guy. But yeah, dude, I love Rockman. He's the one that came up with these interview questions. They're really good, and so we're going to check this out for a second. What is Hardcore Self-Found? It's basically working by yourself as far as the items you have. You don't have the ability to trade. You can't use the mailbox. You can't even mail to yourself or any auction house. So this is how we started out Hardcore originally, and they announced they're going to make a Self-Found mode. Dude, I was talking to some people. I think a Grind mentioned it. He was like, yeah, Self-Found. We might add some more things other than just Self-Found. It might not just be the way it was whenever we did it on Bloodsail Buccaneers. We might add a few twists. I don't know if that means achievements. There might be an achievement system, but they said there might be more than just Self-Found, which is really exciting to hear. So that might be something. That might be a way for me to get involved with Hardcore again. For now, I'm kind of burned out on Hardcore, what it's turned into, and it's just... I've played a lot of it. Too tame? Yeah, so they said that they're going to add Self-Found to Hardcore. Would there be Hardcore realms for Season of Discovery? It's something we have to be careful of. It's already a juggling act, right, to maintain all of this. On one hand, we want to have an amazing menu of options, but we want to be mindful and respectful of fracturing our player base by giving them too many competing options. It's not to say some people won't want Hardcore Season of Discovery, and I think that's something we definitely want to listen to player feedback, and something we'll be investigating even with Hardcore. It only came out 2 months ago, so there's still people progressing and leveling their characters. We want to be respectful of those players' journeys. Yeah, I mean, you could have Hardcore, all these different versions of the game, but I don't think it's crazy to expect Hardcore in like future iterations. Like a lot of other video games, they always have a Hardcore mode. I'm looking at the Diablo IP. I think Path of Exiles has a Hardcore option as well. But yeah, for now, I'm cool with just seeing hardcore on the regular hardcore servers, not injecting it on every single new IP. Even Cataclysm coming out, what if they add a hardcore mode? It'd be kind of cool, weird, whatever. If they want to add it, who cares? But I remember we tried to do hardcore in TBC and Wrath. It was kind of weird whenever, as a community, we played them in TBC and Wrath. And it made the most sense in Classic WoW. And they eventually sent it and made hardcore servers on Classic WoW. And I feel like we kind of missed that. We lost the community vibe of why we started it in the first place. And hardcore kind of evolved into something different. And I don't know if that different would work being applied to all these different IPs, different games. But who knows, man? I think it's safe to like not add hardcore and just, if you want to play hardcore Season of Discovery, you do it on your own time. Do it for yourself like we did originally. Official doesn't feel like hardcore. Yeah, like what is hardcore even supposed to feel like? Yeah. I think it's a huge success, though. Season of Discovery and PvP. Where did the inspiration of Season of Discovery come from? From the start, Seasonal Realms were meant to be a place where people could try experimental game design, mix up the meta, offer new gameplay experiences, and give us an area where we can take risks and learn from those risks. And that's exactly what we're doing with Season of Discovery. We really like back in the 30 Classic WoW beta, where players are making new best in slot lists, new gameplay ideas, trying totally new things they've never done before. It definitely has emergent gameplay, makes the game pop. We love as developers seeing players experiment and do things with them. We have a decent idea of what players will do, but we know in Classic never underestimate our players. They continue to surprise and astound us. Yeah, so they used the level 30 Classic WoW beta as, this is why we want to do level gated content. But I think hardcore had a big, it showed them that level gated content works really well. Dude, the beta was insane because it was a new classic that you've never played before. And in hardcore, we did hardcore all-stars, where we did 5-man level gates at like 24, 32, 44, and eventually level 60. And we ran 4 or 5 dungeons at a time. But the level gated content, I think there's plenty of proof of concepts to show that level gated content can be Classic Plus. I feel like it's the most fruitful way to create Classic Plus content without throwing away the opportunity for future Classic Plus content. Like if you were to approach Classic Plus and say, we're going to make 10 new levels, we're going to make 2 new races, 2 new zones for those new races, we're going to make some filler zones for the questing here and there, and we're going to make 5 new in-game raids. It's like, then you're done. That's your Classic Plus. You never can kind of like backtrack and trickle into the idea of Classic Plus. So I like that they're using the base game, and they're making BFD and Ashenvale the end game. They're making Ashenvale great, where everybody's level 25. The world PvP is somewhat balanced because we're all capped. There's no high levels. There's no level 40s, 60s coming in and ganking you. It's just going to be level 25s, shamans one-shotting you with overload lava burst, right? But it's cool to see Classic Plus with the base game first before they create new zones and new Classic Plus content. So I just love this approach, man. I think that it's going to give years to Classic. I do. I think it's going to extend the lifespan. That's what we did with hardcore. I felt like hardcore extended the lifespan of Classic WoW. I would have walked away from Classic WoW in 2020 if I didn't play hardcore. The reason I played hardcore was an excuse to stay in the WoW universe. That's what I always told myself. I love hardcore, but truly what I love is World of Warcraft and having a reason to play the game. So just giving me a reason to be in the WoW universe, the vanilla WoW universe, I think is good. And I think this is going to keep the game relevant for years to come. Sometimes the degeneracy of classic players can be pretty astounding. Very degenerate. Grind something constantly. Cool. Speaking of degeneracy, this is Rockman, by the way. I've heard a lot of positive feedback on the new ranking system in Classic Era. As of right now, many players are just going through AV to get ranks while avoiding actual PvP. There are many parts of Classic WoW that people want to rank them in Warsong Gulch and actually fight the opposite faction. Unfortunately, there's so few games of Warsong happening on Realms. Is there anything for players going forward? And I think this problem extends... I haven't played TBC and Wrath for a while, but apparently you can't even queue Warsong Gulch. But everybody just queues AV. People don't do world PvP because Alterac Valley is the best honor per hour farm. And in Alterac Valley, you don't even PvP. You just do the objectives. You just rush to the end game. So people are kind of upset with the honor grinding meta, right? Yeah, fuck AV, exactly. So how are they going to approach the world PvP at 60 is busted. The ranking system is kind of broken right now. You can't play Warsong and you don't do open world PvP. You QAV, you run to the bottom of the map, and you're playing PvE to get PvP marks. It's so this is a great question, by the way. I'm going to make sure there's a way for players to choose Warsong and not feel punished that it isn't efficient as something else. Sure. We'll say there's rated BGs coming in Kata. All right, that's cool. Yeah, what about rated BGs in vanilla? I don't even know if that would work. Would that be cool? What if they tried to like stimulate vanilla WoW Battlegrounds and they just left AV the way it was and they made rated BGs for AB and Warsong, and then they had like equivalent honor grinds to AV? Who knows? But no, you don't think rated BGs would be good in Classic? Who knows? I'm here for improving the player experience. Big fans of the Makara tournament. People want PvP in sport. Do that the best we can. Still on PvP, can you explain the Ashenvale open world PvP event? From what I get, it sounded like Alterac Valley. It is a bit different because you have to queue for AV and it takes place in an instant zone, but if you're in an outdoor world, you're up against everyone else. The rewards we're putting in, which have different levels, there's a reward for just participating. There's also camps. Some special characters like a Horde Blade Master. These camps are spread out throughout the zone, and maybe it's in your favor to defend these or attack these camps. Participating in this event, you'll earn a reputation for Warsong Gulch faction. Very nice. We're also adding new items to these rep vendors. There's going to be Ashenvale only mounts you can use within the zone. Winning the event will also reward you with an item that has an on-use world buff. You can even bring these to your raid and save them for later. That is sick. This is dope to hear. A question, I don't know if they answer this later, was how often are these events going to happen in Ashenvale? Like, I hope it's not scheduled every 3 hours. Go defend this southeast Warsong lumber camp every 3 hours. I hope that it's constant. I think that I read in one of these interviews that the events are triggered by players killing things in the zone. So maybe there will be areas that you can kill PvE players and it'll strike an event. Maybe there will be like a horn sound effect. You know, this place is under attack. The other faction needs to come defend it. If they don't, I hope that it's constant. I hope it's not scheduled. I hope 24/7 these PvP events are happening. But this is really, really cool to hear about. I like that they're adding a mount to Ashenvale only. This is the only level band where we won't have access to a mount, and I think it's neat. Ashenvale's huge, guys. We're going to look at it here in a second. Ashenvale's so freaking big that it's going to be cool that they add a mount only for Ashenvale, and I know that's like a big point of contention for Classic WoW. They don't want it to feel like retail. It'd be weird if we got mounts at level 10 or level 20. Even 25 would be weird if you got a mount for all of the zones. I like that it's only for the PvP area, so it's keeping that classic feel. Season of PvP is finally happening. Yeah, dude. That's going to be what I'm focusing on most is just PvP. Open world PvP, man. It's going to be so good. Okay, so, oh my god, we love world buffs in Classic. Yeah, Rockman does. What you just described sounds like could be the opening door of the fabled Azshara Battleground. Just a huge 4440 map with 3 lanes similar to Defense of the Ancients. It was one of the many unfinished projects during vanilla development. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but yeah, this was another scrapped project for vanilla WoW. You can look it up on YouTube. You can get an idea of what this would have looked like. What I will say is I think the outdoor world content that we're building in Ashenvale is more representative of what we want. We want there to be discoveries to encourage players to get into unknown places. We want to build on the existing lore, fantasy of the zones. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is... I don't know why this is so good as a Classic WoW, Andy. I feel like Classic players, they love to shit on Blizzard. They think they're out of touch. They like to critique all the decisions Blizzard makes. I don't know why this line... This feels like the best approach to Classic Plus, does it not? We want to build on the existing lore and fantasy of the zones and have more outdoor world content. It's really exciting to hear that they're... I feel like we're building a pyramid and empire, and we're still on, like, tier... Like, maybe a pyramid isn't the best description. But you had Season of Mastery... You're doing Season of Discovery, and you're adding all these building blocks, and eventually you're going to come up with Classic Plus. But I love this approach on fleshing out Ashenvale. I don't think you can release Classic Plus 1 to 60 and you're going to make all this cool, badass content for Ashenvale, and then people are just going to level past it, and they'll never see it, right? And so maybe level-banded content is the way they release content in the future. Maybe that's how they do all the classic freshes. Maybe seasonal freshes in the future. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad take, but what if they always level gated the content? They did it in shorter periods of time. Maybe like classic, it was level gated at every 2 or 3 weeks, you know? That might be a better way to approach classic. Who knows? Building your hopes on Blizzard, Lamau. Yeah, Alyssa, I feel like that's the same cadence that you get from all the classic WoW Andes that are like, Blizzard's never going to create good content. They're never going to do good things. I like to make the best out of something. I don't like to just doom and gloom over everything. Say it's going to be shit. You shouldn't put your trust and hope in Blizzard. Like, and even I would say rather than putting your trust and hope in Blizzard, just try and take the future and put it into your own hands. Do your own community events, create your own in-game, your own meta like we did with Hardcore and whatever else. So I feel you on that, but also trying to make the best out of everything. Whether that's PvP events or New World bosses, there's things to discover that aren't necessarily associated with new abilities. Maybe there's new elites in certain zones or new events related to the fishing tournament. Holy shit, bro. So they really are making Classic Plus content. It's not even related to discovering new runes. It's not the new PvP zone content. We're actually going to be, spending some development time at these different level ranges to increase other systems in the game. How cool is that, man? There's a lot of unused space. Let me try and think. Guys, how much unused space is there in the existing zones? How many mobs are there that just, they don't have a purpose in the zone? There's a lot of those places. Blizzard Blackpill. We needed this 2 years ago. I guess, bro. They're working on it, man. It's here. Those kind of mobs are so important for the ambience. So you actually think that it's good for mobs not to have a purpose. Don't make every single mob have a purpose in a zone, Azhar, for sure, yeah. No, think about this, bro. Do you guys know I'm talking about that Warsong Lumber Camp? We're going to look at it momentarily. It's a huge zone in Ashenvale, and nobody ever goes to the lumber camp. Coral Shark Fishing Hut? Yeah. Maybe every mob doesn't need a purpose. It's interesting, though. The lumber camp is sick. When was the last time you went into the lumber camp? There's no quest that sends you there. There's no PvP reason to go there. And I think it's going to be dope this time around. Okay, season discovery phases and balance. Since we're only level 25, could we technically go into higher level zones and possibly encounter a discovery for higher level content like a phase 2 discovery? The runes that you get access to in higher level zones won't be accessible at the launch of the game, but you can most certainly get a group together and go kill high level monsters in other zones. We want each phase to be a moment. In season discovery, phase 2 will be level 40, then 50, then 60. This is cool, man. Level 25 is really unique, because you're going to be able to max out your professions to 225, 240 in engineering if you're a gnome. We'll talk about that later. This is the only level band where you can max out professions, get really OP items. Crafting professions, you won't be able to wear the crafted items that you could make, but professions specifically like engineering, you're going to have access to really OP Engi items, but you need to get the materials for them in these high level zones. So I think you're going to see guilds, raids of people go into these high level zones to create these engineering items, and it's going to help them in their fight, Horde versus Alliance in Ashenvale. I think it's going to be really good. Phase 1 is going to be super fun. Imagine mining Mithril at level 25. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be 5-man, 10-man groups, which is, this is even more cool. We're going to be really OP with the runes, but they said they were going to make the mobs hit harder. So maybe you'll just get one-shot by level 40 Badlands mobs at level 25. But your runes are going to deal a lot more damage. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. Really looking forward to this. Yeah, 10-man mining groups, exactly. Imagine Horde versus Alliance competing for Mithril and Badlands at level 25. We're going to be fighting in PvP and Tenaris over Mithril. That's what I'm saying. We're going to be dodging level 40, level 50 mobs against the opposing faction trying to get Mithril. That just sounds cool. It's weird. But making a discovery guild, we will be. Yes. We will be making a discovery guild. I'm guessing there'll be tons of balance patches, or will you just let it be? We're gonna do our best, which isn't gonna be perfect, to find outliers for certain rune combinations that might be too extreme. Classic isn't a perfectly balanced game. We hope to elevate certain classes that struggle to be relevant. We don't want to nerf classes, but we want every class to feel good. If there's things that trivialize the game and make it not fun to play, absolutely we'll want to go in and do some balancing. Is anybody going to be upset? Are you guys going to be upset if Season of Discovery isn't balanced? I feel like it's okay if it's not balanced. That's how vanilla WoW is. It's not, the game isn't supposed to be balanced. That's why the game went to shit, is because it's balanced, right? That's what everybody says. I expect there to be a couple broken specs, a couple rune abilities. Balance is boring. I agree. So it's almost like accepted, if you're a classic WoW fan, for it to be a shit show, for there to be a couple OP classes and specs. So they don't even have to, that's not even a bad thing. That's actually really good for them, I'd imagine. You almost don't want every class and spec to be able to do everything and be balanced. I think it's okay if some specs and classes are OP. So that's what I'm hoping to be involved with in Season of Discovery. I want to play the 2 or 3 broken OP, runes, classes, specs. And I think Shaman's going to be a really good bet. If you guys want to do that too, I would hedge your bets. I would play Warrior in the last phase. I feel like Warrior's just going to be the king again at level 60 whenever they have access to everything. But I would play hybrid classes. I think hybrid classes are going to be busted. And then you get your, I guess mages and warlocks can be busted too. Everyone's going to be broken. But yeah, I would play, especially early on, like level 25, 40, 50. I feel like the hybrid classes are going to be stronger than everybody else. It's a great word to use, trivialize, because one of the biggest fears for myself and other Classic players is these runes might really juice up and jack the power level of your character. What makes WoW Classic so special is the world feeling dangerous. So developers worried that the world might be trivialized by the player power gained from runes. I'm worried about this. I don't want Classic to turn into retail where I'm in the starting zone and I literally pull 10 wolves and I just like one tap them all, right? I logged onto retail the other day and I was like trying to kill myself at level 1 and it's impossible. And it's important to feel like the world is dangerous and you can't pull a bunch of mobs. Yeah, this is a really big point. 100%. If we need to increase the difficulty of the open world to counterbalance the power from the runes, we'll do it. At the end of the day, we want players to feel more powerful with the runes. That's the selling point of Season of Discovery. It's something new. It's something special. There should be something that makes you feel more powerful. There might be some tuning changes to the outdoor world. So they're looking into it. It's good. I think that's good. If you make the outdoor world stronger, what happens to Billy who starts Season Discovery late? He hasn't read up on everything and he just gets smacked up and has a bad time. So there will be challenges for creating these seasons. I think for Billy, it's okay if he runs into a wall. Bro, this is so good to hear from the Classic team, man. This is Classic. It's okay if your hand isn't held the whole way. It's okay. Like, bro, I feel like the Classic team is on it, man. Like, they're getting it. They're starting to get it. They've been watching. They understand it. If you can't overcome the challenge, there should be something available to him to learn and face that challenge. Maybe I should do some research, ask my guild, ask a friend where to find runes, and not be afraid of the natural friction is important. And that's not an excuse for us, but we want it to feel right. We don't necessarily want to make the world stronger. Really just like touches, dealing with balance with runes as well. You know what I'm excited about? It depends on how you guys approach this too. Like, I feel like this is going to be a really fun time to just get feedback. If you guys want like a perfect Classic Plus world, you should play through Season of Discovery and give your feedback. Whether it's through YouTube videos, forum posts, Twitch chats. Like, if you give your feedback, I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for you to have your voice heard for Classic Plus. Like, that's what I'm getting from these guys the whole time. I want to create a new seasonal experience for you, and this is the beta for Classic Plus. Like, with that in mind, it makes me even more excited about playing Discovery. If this is the future. If this determines what Classic Plus eventually will be. Season Discovery future and new tier sets. So you tease Kara Crypts, other stuff at high levels. What's the plan with the Molten Core, BWL, IQ40, Nax? Are we going to do these raids in Season Discovery? I think players will want to express themselves as their character in these iconic locations. I think there's room for us to provide additional challenges in old raids. Whether it's something we borrow from Season of Mastery or something new entirely. We want people to flex and show off their new builds, their runes, and show Ragnar's who's boss. Those raids are still such an iconic part of Classic WoW, and we can't just take those out. If you bring all those raids back, what are you going to do with tier sets? Are you going to make a Mage Healer tier set, a Warlock Tank tier set? And I think that's on the table. So it sounds like... I wish I had somebody to downplay why this is bad. Maybe the chat. Guys, why is making Warlock Tank tier sets bad? Why is making Mage Healer tier sets bad? I can't wait for Feral Druids to have a Feral Druid tier set. Brother, I literally get no gear start to finish in Classic WoW. Like in any of the raids. It's all Resto tier gear. Class uniqueness gone. They probably switched to a token system instead of boss drops. Maybe with an epic. Yeah, maybe OG. That's how it'll work. What about bots? Not such a problem in hardcore, but sod. Why all the laugh faces, Mr. Pie? You just want to see the game burn or what? You have to increase the loot drops, I think. It means tokens which are kind of sleeper compared to drops. I see. Because introducing tier tokens ruins the fun of seeing your item drop and equipping it after winning the roll. Seeing the token is boring and you can't equip it. New tier sets equals good, but new class rolls is bad. Huh. It's bad because I had my elaborate version of Classic Plus already in my head, and this was not it. Yeah, Mage Healers and Warlock Tanks is too far for me, but I'm willing to live with it. Well, I mean, sometimes to find... You gotta full send it to find the balance, right? Like, you gotta... How boring would it be if they just added 1, 2, 3 abilities to each class? And said, here you go, guys, here's your Classic Plus. It may not be perfect, but I like that they're going this way. If you add 1 to 2 new specs for each tier, each class, good luck getting your tier with the spec that you want, okay? Token systems feel so retail. It could still be boss drops, so items could be traded in for a vendor. Tokens felt bad in AQ40. Yeah, they did kind of feel bad. We're going to straighten it out, yeah. Well, I'd like to hear a solution on why... I'd like to hear a solution on boss drops and tier token sets, tier sets. How to make this good. And avoid it feeling bad. Yeah, the AQ40 tokens did kind of feel shit, didn't they? Tier tokens are fine. Yeah. The loot should drop in the dungeon or raid. So you guys don't like tokens or currencies. We need to come up with a solution then. Or I haven't heard what that solution is yet. A badge system? I think that falls in line with it too. I don't know that people like the badge systems. Who knows though? So a lot of people are really excited for Season of Discovery. But there's some players already hesitant because they don't know what will happen at the end of Season of Discovery. Are the characters going to get moved to Classic Era Realms and lose all their new gear, new runes, and new spells? We're still figuring out the specifics of everything. We're still trying to determine what the right thing to do is. There may be a version of an Era Realm for Season of Discovery. At the end of the day, seasonal content. Because we're taking a lot of risks and we're learning lessons. There's going to be some things that people really like and some things that people really don't like. We're totally fine with that. If there's a place where the greatest aspects of the season can live, that's where we want our Season of Discovery players to go. Wow. There will 100% be a place where characters can migrate once the season ends. Woo! I feel like they almost had to say this. Like, whatever space they're in, PR had to tell them, like, hey, you have to give these guys a place to play their character. Like, it's not an option. So they had to say this. Maybe we have to take some runes away, but maybe some runes are so beloved that we can incorporate them into the realm they go to. We aren't really sure yet, and we're listening to the community feedback. So what I'm hearing right here is Classic WoW Andy's molding. They're ruining Classic Era. They're turning Classic into retail. They're going to bring Warlock tanks to Classic Era. I actually don't know if they're going to go that far. They did say they could maybe make a seasonal era server where they leave this stuff. What I think they'll probably do is just send your character to Classic Era without the runes, without the gear. Holy shit, dude. This might actually be so good at 60. People might be having so much fun that they do make a seasonal era server. Ah, but you can't even make a seasonal era server, bro. It makes no sense, because then the next season, what are you going to do whenever that season ends and you send them to the seasonal server? Maybe that seasonal server just exists until the next season begins. I'm not sure. Interesting to see, though. So that was the Rockman. That was the Rockman interview. It was really good. Yo, Winky, he exists. He exists. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. So it's not going to be hardcore, right? Or will there be a community that does it as hardcore? I don't think so, man. Yeah, just wipe it. I agree. Just have everything each as far as items go. I don't know. Seasonal era servers just seems weird. You're alive? I'm still here. I'm still here, Evie. Oh, I'm alive and well. I'm back. The stream is back. So we just went through our first two panels. What's next? BlizzCon 23 and Cataclysm. I'm really excited. Winky, did I think I wanted to hit you up. Winky, chill, dude. Chill. I've recovered. Winky's over here sharing pictures of me at BlizzCon. Like he thinks it's funny. Alright. The classic. What's next panel has begun at 23. What was this again? I think this is Crix's interview. No, this is Crix's interview. Okay, let's see if there's any tidbits in here. How far did this go? This wasn't very far. Hit me up, bro. We do podcast shit? Yes. Okay, so Cata Classic, Classic Hardcore. Self-Found is coming. We heard about that. Season Discovery. Discovery starts out like regular Classic until... Okay, here we go. Here's insight. Until Clash trainers set players off on a quest to find a rune. Though only the first rune will be quest-directed, while the rest will have to be discovered on your own. Discoveries are secrets hidden throughout the game world. They're not traditional quests. They're not on the map. And they can vary between small, lootable deep within a mine or more complicated puzzle that takes players a while to figure out. Dude, this is neat. So, you're going to have your class quest. Warlock tanking, rune. I haven't looked through all the other runes. Whatever the biggest impact of a class... Paladin's probably going to get their taunt from their class trainer. That's how you get your biggest rune. Maybe Crusader Strike as well. And then the rest of the runes are going to be discovered in the open world. That's pretty cool. It gives you just a look at what it's going to be like. The intent of Discovery is to invoke a sense of adventure. But there won't be any public PTR or beta testing in order to preserve the mystery. I love this. I love everything about this. I hate PTRs. I think they ruin the hype of things. Even, this is a bad take because I'm not a raider. But if I was a raider, I'd almost be okay with the raid coming out without a PTR. If it's bugged, everybody deals with it bugged. I know that ruins the world first, and some people get antsy about that, but it's not my place to talk from because I'm not a raider or anything. And from what I've heard, most people like a bug-free raid. They love raiding every single day and night for 6 weeks before the actual raid comes out until they do it on weekly raid lockouts on 10 alts. It's weird to me. I always felt like the PTR, even as a viewer, as somebody from the outside that doesn't particularly participate in it, the PTR kills and ruins a lot of the hype for me. Just seems like the beta testing or PTR testing is unnecessary sometimes, but it's neat to see that they're not going to do beta testing for this. I love that. Discoveries are purposely crafted to feel familiar to the rest of Classic, not stand out like something new. Okay, I like this. This is a good take. They don't want it to feel like retail. They're cognizant of that, Level band content keeps players all at the same pace. Starting with the first phase, level will be capped at 25, making the game a little bit more approachable and pushing serious players to look for new ways to experiment, making the most out of their character. We want to reduce the amount of FOMO players feel when they outpace. So I'm not worried about the FOMO. I'm not worried about feeling behind from everybody else. But whenever there is no level cap and you go straight to 60, I don't enjoy open world PvP in Ashenvale. I don't do every single quest. I don't level up my professions. because I feel like an idiot doing it. I should be level 60. I should move on to the next thing. And I'm very excited that I won't feel like a clown taking my time leveling alts, maxing out my professions. Man, I'm so excited about level banded content. And like I mentioned a second ago, dude, do you take this? Is this how you release fresh classic servers in the future? Is level banded content just a better system than releasing 1 to 60 right away? Immediately, I think a lot of classic Andy's gonna be like, "Oh, Grace, shut the fuck up, Grace. What do you want retail? You don't want classic? We want classic." I think one thing that would improve classic immediately would be, I don't know, don't have Molten Core out right away. Maybe you have 1 to 60 content available, but you don't have the raids available for 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah, not for 2 months, but yeah. Maybe you release the server level capped at 25 for 2 weeks. And then the next level cap at 40 for 2 weeks. Next one at 50 for 2 weeks. And then at the end of 2 months, whenever I'm quitting, because I've played all I can in the game, and I'm done after 8 weeks. This time around, you're just now getting to the in-game content at 8 weeks. At least a month. 2 weeks is too quick. Yeah, sure. What if you did 4 phases of leveling for the first 4 months and the next 8 months, or 20 months, people like a 2-year timeline, was level 60 content? That just seems like a better system overall than just releasing 1 to 60. Who knows? Level banded STV in game? Yeah, dude. I think in the future they'll do level 35, 40 as the initial level band or something. Who knows? Depends on pacing, but yes, I think, yeah. Level banded content, I think everybody can agree, is good. It's good. Each time the level cap is raised, they plan to add experience catch-up mechanic to that new phase, helping players catch up with everyone else. I don't think this is bad. Over the years, we got Season of Mastery with improved XP increases. Brother, I just played Turtle WoW, their Classic Plus server, kind of dreading the leveling experience. I've done it a million times, but you have to go through it, right? It's something that you have to go through, but they created that. They created the survival profession. You drop down tints and you farm rested XP. Dude, it was so fun questing through the Barrens with rested XP the whole time. And so I think adding an XP boost at certain times in a certain way is just good for Classic overall. I think there's a right and a wrong way to do it, and I don't think that this is wrong, especially because it's a seasonal server and they do it just on the as a catch-up mechanic. I think it's fine. Over the years, I think Classic Andes have been okay with that, I swear. Only the true purists are... Like, even the Classic Plus Turtle WoW Andes love the tints, right? They love the increased XP. The first raid in Season of Discovery will be BFD, reimagined as 10-player instance, giving those level 25 cap players a pinnacle activity to tackle, adding new encounters, mechanics, and loot. That's neat. It's a cool idea. This isn't what I'm most looking forward to in Phase 1. I'm so excited about the world PvP being level 25 capped. That's going to be what I'm spending all my time on, but I'll absolutely do BFD every 3 days on the lockout. It shouldn't take very long. Hopefully not more than an hour every 3 days, and we'll get our BFD loot, I guess. There'll be several outdoor PvP events unlocked as the level caps increase. I hope that these are constant. I hope that these aren't on a timer. I hope PvP events are 24/7. Whatever these outdoor PvP events are, I hope you can always access them. They're also leaving the door open to exploring future raid and dungeon content, including previously unreleased, unfinished original vanilla content. Is just the first step, but the future's bright. My biggest concern is they're going to create all these badass unfinished raids. Scarlet Monastery raid, Oldham, Grim Batol, and it's going to feel like retail. Even if they do flesh out and create these iconic raids, and it does feel like retail, it's in Season of Discovery, and I think whenever they decide to say, guys, we're making a new World Classic Plus with these raids that we experimented with in Season of Discovery, I think that they could fix it, because this is under a seasonal format with this weird rune system and level-gated content, and I think they could fix it, but I'm most worried about all this badass content being squashed really quick because Kara Crypt's hype, yeah, and it feels like I'm playing Mythic Plus, so who knows? We'll see how they approach it, but I'm a little concerned about that. Rune engraving is a new skill that all characters know automatically, allowing them to discover runes, chest, legs, gloves, which can be hot swapped at will when out of combat. Customizing abilities at will. Customizing abilities while also buffing some classes spells. Holy shit, dude. So, you've got your normal talent trees. I think that they mentioned this later, being able to respec. Dude, you're always going to be able to swap out specs. Oh my gosh. How do you craft runes? Who knows? I think that once you discover the rune, you can just swap it immediately whenever you want. I think the biggest critique was, well, now in between trash packs and my raids, I'm going to be swapping out runes, and that's not a fun... It's not a fun gameplay experience. So we'll see how they approach this. I like that this new system, I feel like it's super overwhelming. I love that it's level gated. I love that you're going to get a chance to digest this new rune system at level 25 and not at level 60. I feel like level 60 would be way too overwhelming. I watched Ascension WoW videos, and I'm looking at it for a second, and I click off the video because it's too much. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's classless WoW, so there's crazy-ass abilities going on, and it's too hard to keep up with. So, it really is, Brian. Maybe that's just Scuffed Gray's mind and attitude towards it, but I like that this new system, you're going to be able to digest one at a time. I do. I think this is good. So while it's overwhelming, we get to experience it 4 times, you know. Yeah, if you want to make your own build, sure. Also be improvement at low levels. I don't know what this was. Okay. Maybe you won't be constrained to just one talent spec in Season of Discovery either. So maybe they're talking about dual talent trees. I mean, if you can swap runes instantly, which basically change the class that you're spec'd into, it would make sense to have dual spec with like a low respec cost. Bro, can we just make the respec cost 1 gold? Is it bad to have the respec cost be 1 gold? Oh, well then there's no gold sink. To avoid the rampant inflation from bots and gold buying and selling, RMT, whatever. Just make it feels so bad spending 50 gold to respec, man. Let's make the respec cost 1 gold. Gold sink, schmold sink. Like, there's no such thing as gold sink anymore. The server exists. It's live for more than a year. There's no gold sink big enough to counteract age and time and bots and RMT. There's just not. It's just not. So why are you even trying to make a gold sink? It doesn't make sense. Just make it 1 gold. 10 gold tops for real? Yeah. I'd be happy with 1 gold. Duo's brainwash items cost 350 gold, and you can respec anywhere with a 2-minute cooldown. That's a cool approach. I really appreciate Euro. I really appreciate the insight. And you mentioning Turtle Wild makes a lot of good changes. Chrono Boons didn't even affect the economy enough? Yeah, absolutely not. There's over 100 runes in the level 1 to 25 bracket, some of which will be shared. What if rogues could tank? What if paladins had taunt? Many runes. The Grace hits from various expansions, but others behave differently. Some have never been introduced in any WoW expansion. Oh, dude, check this out. Hell yeah, Druids can now interrupt with Skull Bash in cat and bear form. Thank goodness, bro. I've always... Cat needed an upgrade, man. Feral Druid needed an upgrade in Classic WoW. We're single target Andes. We move fast, that's about all we got. And we kill single target mobs fast. We now get an interrupt, that's awesome. For your Storm Rage, removes the mana cost of Wrath. There you go, Boomkins, and Wild Growth applies a hot to up to 5 party members. Cool. Rest of Druids. Hunters get improved Beast Mastery. Growls a better taunt. Lone Wolf improves petless players. Paladins get Ice Lance. Living Flame. Regen. Beacon is used to rewinding time. Paladins get their taunt. Without going into all this, guys, what you can do is go to Wowhead. Go to the talent calculator. Choose your class. And right below, you can see all of the runes in Phase 1. Season of Discovery runes. So you have 3 different chest, hands, legs. That's how I would recommend looking at all these. Looking at all these runes. See what your class has access to. Ashen Vale is known for its beauty and resources, but it's a hotly contested battleground. In Season of Discovery, earning kills will trigger a zone-wide PvP event. Oh, wow, we're getting some more insight on how the PvP works. Calling on players to defeat either a Farseer or Priestess of the Moon. These faction leaders can be weakened by defeating smaller camps across the zone, very similar to AV. That is cool. So we kind of answered our own question. We were hoping the PvP was always going to be available. It wasn't going to be on a timer. So it sounds like you're always going to be able to trigger a zone-wide PvP event. That is badass. Yeah, that is cool. I'm excited to see this going forward. All good books. What time do you think the release will be? Yeah, it's November 30th. Players will also be able to learn a mount that they can only be used in Ashenvale, helping players get around a little bit easier. Dude, Ashenvale is a huge zone. If you're going to do world PvP, I like that they're giving a 60% mount to only the Ashenvale zone. I think that's cool. That's a cool change. That's that in-between change between classic and retail. That is neat. I like that. Is this Sod hype? Brother, I am a Sod Andy. Level up raids. BFD was a 5-player dungeon, but now it's coming a level 25 raid designed for 10-player groups with a 3-day lockout like ZG. The story, location, and creatures are the same, but there's 7 new bosses and new loot to earn, as well as secrets within that raid, including a new world buff. The Boon of Blackfathom. There it is, boys. There it is. We love world buffs. You get your new Boon of Blackfathom. Did you guys hear earlier they talked about if you win this PvP event, you're going to get a world buff as well. I don't know if that's Boon of Blackfathom. Doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you're going to get a PvP world buff and a Boon of Blackfathom world buff. So we get world buffs while leveling in each of these phases. We're going to have 2 world buffs. That's dope. That's kind of cool. Any speculation on what the buff actually gives? Initially, I would say like a spellcaster world buff, but there's none of the other world buffs are in the game, and the rune system is probably going to make spellcasters. They're just going to be insane. What do you guys think the Boon of Blackfathom world buff is going to be? Who even knows? Yeah, initially I would say it'd be like a caster world buff, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Ashenvale will still be relevant at 60 maybe. Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. Do you want, because of the world buff, right? Is that good or bad? I don't know. Do you want the Ashenvale PvP world buff to be something you have to collect? It'd feel really classic. That's kind of neat. I didn't think about that wrong. I didn't think about that. 60-minute water breathing buff? Oh my god. You had to go to the next underwater dungeon that they added, right? You can only have access to the underwater Blackfathom Ancients after you clear BFD for 60 minutes. That'd be kind of funny. That's kind of cool, actually. We got a lot more insight to Caesar's Discovery here. I want to keep it rolling. And then Crix's interview. Crix's interview was great. He talked to a Grind and Nora. Yeah, Nora's really cool too. If you guys want to see this video in full, you should check out this post. Crix had a great interview on it. I'm going to highlight the Season of Discovery changes. They talked about Wrath of the Lich King. They talked about Kata. They talked about Hardcore here, which I'm a Hardcore Andy at heart, let's be honest. And then our Season of Discovery changes. If they rounded out professions, provide more craftable things, yeah, that could be a thing. I'm all for that too. So I heard that they're gonna add new items. Obviously to BFD, they're gonna add new PvP items, and they might add new profession items. That'd be something that we should look into, man. I'd like to get involved with the Turtle WoW database because I leveled up leatherworking recently. They gave armor kits. Like, do you guys remember the armor kits? Light, medium, heavy. And no one uses these freaking armor kits, right? No one wants to go leatherworking. But in TWoW, they made the armor kits give +1 stamina, +2 stamina, +4 stamina, +8 stamina. Like, oh, just a minor, just a slight buff like that. It made the item relevant. You know, at level 115 leatherworking, you can make a level 17 armor white cloak. Dude, what the fuck? Like, no one's gonna wear that. But in TWoW, they made it a green cloak with +4 agility. Like, I'd like to see little changes like that. It doesn't even have to be the focus of the game. It just makes the system good. Like, leatherworking sucks ass, dude, while leveling. It's just garbage, bro. It is garbage. So I'd like to see them improve the professions for sure. Okay, so hardcore. Self-found mode will be played on the same servers. There's going to be a choice of character creation to play solo self-found or not. They did say they're going to add self-found in early 2024, maybe January. You'll be able to turn off self-found mode whenever you want, but you won't be able to turn it back on. So I would imagine it's similar to turn it on Soul of Iron buff. You can activate self-found right away, but you can't ever take it away. That's cool. If you make it a level 16 self-found mode, you get a buff badge, similar to how you get a buff badge if you reach level 60 without dying in Season of Mastery. I think that's great. There's a lot of people that want self-found. There's a lot of people that see the current hardcore meta of streamer Andes, myself included, just getting boosted and bodyguards the whole time. You'll still have bodyguards for self-found, but I hate I hate the boosting meta, man. Feels super lame. So I'm glad that there's a system that is gratifying for a lot of people that want to play self-found. And currently there's no plans for fresh hardcore server. I think it's fine, man. I don't know if and when they'll ever make another hardcore fresh. I'd almost be more excited to see a hardcore mode with Cataclysm. Yikes. But you can opt in and play hardcore on the existing Cata server. I don't know. I think you just leave hardcore the way it is. The crazy thing is, too, like, the way hardcore is right now, I don't even feel like is... it doesn't feel like it was originally. I think it's great, and it works fine in vanilla WoW, but I don't know if you ever send it again. Hardcore doesn't need a fresh. I don't think it does either. I think it just stays the way it is, and... yeah. Season Discovery. The idea of class runes was a group effort. A lot of brainstorming was put into the system. Phase 1 Season Discovery will have 12 runes per class. Future phases will introduce more. Runes will be bound to the item slot they're currently in. Glove runes only work on gloves. Discoveries will be varied. Some will be simple quests. Others will be found in the open world. Some will be more intricate with clues and quest chains. That's dope. Also, the class runes idea. Guys, let me get a plus or a minus in the chat for the class runes idea for Season Discovery. Do you like class runes for Season Discovery? Plus or minus? Because I think that there's a middle ground where people would have liked to have seen way more tame changes. We'll see. Yeah, maybe a lot of people are like too uncomfortable with even answering that. Nice but too strong. Yeah. I feel like Blizzard realizes that too. But imagine a world where they just add minor changes. They give paladins a taunt. They give shamans a taunt. Even like I feel like they couldn't even do minor changes like giving paladins Crusader Strike, because now all of a sudden paladins are way more OP than some other class. Like you almost have to buff everybody and then tone it back for your like whatever you want Classic Plus to be in the future. I like that they're full sending it. I think it's way more interesting. I think it gives them more room to create a better system in the future. I love that they're full sending it. I think that's what that's the sentiment people have had on Classic. If they're going to do Classic Plus, just full send it. See what works. See what doesn't. Try and have fun with the game and then make a better system next. So I think it's fine for now. And through all the answers that Blizzard's saying, brother, they're receptive to community feedback. They're excited about building in on the system. And I don't think that you can create Classic Plus perfect right off the bat. So I like it, man. I like, so I don't know if you guys know what Ascension WoW was. It was a private server that was classless WoW. So you would build your character with every single ability in the game, new abilities in the game. There were no mages, warriors, hunters, druids. It was classless WoW. So I like that. I like that they're not full Ascension, you know, and I like that they are keeping the classes, but they're doing a rune system similar. So I like that they found a middle ground right there. You know, Ascension was crazy. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So I think this is great. There'll be hundreds of discoveries. Oh, bro! Not only are they creating a new combat system, but the way you're discovering the runes, it's perfect, dude, for Classic. It's great to see these new systems work together. So you're not just handed. Man, it's so good. It is so good. There's going to be hundreds of discoveries. Each rune needs to be found no matter what continent or starting zone you're in. The same rune might not be discovered in the same way for a no mage compared to an undead mage. That's cool. I like that. So they're just giving more zone content. Yeah, the unknown is nice, yes. Runes are soulbound. Okay, and will be usable items that teach you the rune when used. Okay. Some classes might have the same discovery, but get different runes. Hey, are my bags going to be full of runes? Or the runes are going to be in my character slot system? Is there new systems? This is a weird thought. Is there new systems in the game that are going to make my bags more full? Are they going to add more bag slots to Classic WoW? I hope that they increase the quest log space. But do you want more bag clutter? I kind of don't. This is a weird thought. It's not a weird thought, it's my fear exactly. Okay, once you learn the runes, they disappear. More bag clutter, please. Okay, if you like this rune system, do you want your mount to be in your character select screen? Do you want your Hearthstone to not be a bag space? I don't know. Bag drop from last boss of BFD. Yeah, man. Hey, Blizzard, can we talk about the bags that you're going to add? You had any new, those new 6-slot bags? Any new colors? I need an orange. I need an orange small pouch ASAP, please. Worried about bags, classic. You still need pummelers? I don't think pummelers are going to work the way they do in classic. I think they're going to scrap that idea completely. I think that abilities are going to work based on weapon damage for druids. That's not how it currently works. Base weapon damage doesn't matter for druid abilities. I think it's going to matter this time around, which I think is fine. Yeah, goodbye to the Manual Crowd Pummeler meta. It's unique. It was classic, but probably not a awesome system to use going forward. Who knows? Maybe Pummeler doesn't even drop a new Nomer. Yeah, maybe not. Some classes might have the same. Yeah, the leveling speed from 1 to 25 will remain unchanged. Cool. It'll get buffed whenever the level band is 40. 1 to 25 will get increased, but then I would imagine 26 to 40 stays the same. Same for 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. That's cool. All tanks will be competitive, including Warlock, Shaman, and Rogue. They'll excel at different things, but all will be able to main tank. I like how they didn't save Paladin. Like because you could tank as Pally, bro. Like, if you really tried hard, they were some of the best 5-man tanks. And if your group wasn't just an idiot and AoE'd everything down immediately, Pally tanks are actually really good. I do have a feeling while leveling, I don't know why, I just think that warrior tanks aren't going to be as strong in all the level banded content. I think they'll be kings at 60 again, but I have a feeling shaman tanks, fucking, bro, warlock rogue tanks is going to be weird. I think shaman tanks are going to be nutty all the way through. I think prop pallies are going to be insane, leveling the whole time as well. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to playing a shaman tank and a paladin tank. Yeah. I'll have to play ally for Pally, but mobs in the outdoor world will have increased damage, so you'll still have to think about how many mobs you engage at once. This is really cool. If you want to see the full insight on this answer that they gave, I was really happy that they said this. So they said they recognize you're going to be super strong with this new rune system. You're going to be one-tapping mobs. It's going to feel like, but they're simply going to increase the damage. So an Ashenvale Wolf is going to hit you for 150 damage rather than 30. It's weird, man. It's a weird thing to try and balance and fix. But Yo, Graze, you excited? Tactics. This is probably the best thing to look forward to for me. Yeah. It was weird. I kind of had a moment of like moving on from everything we've done in the last 4 years. This feels like a new chapter, a new beginning. It's not even just, oh, what are you looking forward to playing next? I'm in the classic space, classic universe. I'm getting to play fresh with level banded content and a new rune system. Are you kidding me? And it's like a new era, a new chapter for me. Yeah, bro, I'm pumped. I'm excited. They're expecting to make some changes at level 60 raids, but it's still too soon to say what those changes will be. Okay. These are rolled out longer than a month, shorter than a few months cadence, keeping it purposely vague to gauge the timing based on player-based opinions. Again, man, I just feel like they're showing that they're receptive. They hear the community feedback. Not all new dungeon-tuned raids will be 10-mans. Still playing around with different ideas. Not all new dungeons turned raids will necessarily be 10-man. Oh! So we could possibly see Nomerden be 15, 20, 40-man. Dude, how silly would that be? It might not just be 10-man, though. That is cool. 20-man Nomer. Is 20-man Nomer even cool? Dude, send it, bro. Who cares? Dude. Yo, imagine 40-man Nomerkin. That actually sounds kind of dope. That sounds kind of cool. Fuck it, dude. And BRD 40-man. Oh, I'm so excited. That is neat. Orson Gulch will be available at launch. Cool. Nice, dude. I know that the PvP, the ranking system was never in at the beginning, but I wonder how they're going to balance this. I don't think that the PvP gear is necessarily... I think the slots that are available, neck, cloak, is it boots? There's a couple slots that are available at 1929 bracket. Maybe it's belt. those PvP items are OP. They're better than any crafting. They're better than quest rewards. They're better than boss drops you can get at that level. But it's not all the slots. So that was a big problem with Season of Mastery. They had the PvP system in day 1. You didn't do any of the Prebis grind. You just went straight in, got your ranking gear, and it negated all the open world leveling gear, questing gear. So I'm curious how they approach this, but I don't think it's going to be the same problem as it is at level 60. So that'll be cool to see. And the honor system will be on, but capped not to go beyond level 25 rewards. Cool. That was a really good interview, by the way. Is there a cap on honor itself? Yeah, maybe so. I think they're using the new system. Anyways, man, that was a really good post. We're almost done with this, guys. In a second, we're coming up on the part of the show where we're gonna explore Ashenvale together, and I really need you here to like brainstorm. So since a lot of this content has come out, some people are saying it is crazy how quick they're changing things. Like Season of Discovery, just their cadence or how they're listening to the community and they're hearing everybody's feedback. There's a lot of people complaining about this system before you even played the game. And it's interesting to see them give Kings to Horde by level 25 because Alliance was getting Wind Fury from Druids. So this was kind of a funny thought, but Wild Strikes, Druids are getting Wind Fury, which is a buff to the Alliance side, but Horde doesn't even get Wind Fury until 32 from Shamans. But Horde could have level 20 Druids with Wind Fury as well. But the community obviously was like, well, where's our Kings? Where's our Salvation? Blessing of Salvation is still better than Shaman's Tranquil Air Totem. Is that what it is? Tranquil Air? That gives the same effect, but you have to have a Shaman in your group within 20-30 yards to get access to it. So it sounds like, and they still have Blessing of Wisdom. Alliance does and Horde doesn't. But it's funny that they gave Horde Kings. But I mean, I think this is going to be the trend throughout all of Discovery. A lot of weird changes. See what works. See what doesn't. And even Josh, he's one of the developers at WoW. He was even saying lots of chatter about Horde not getting equal treatment. It was never true. Again, you've only seen the low-level stuff, but we've already prepped changes since BlizzCon to allow Horde to get Kings by level 25. Horde is going to be great. We're listening. More info to come. I almost feel like they have to be receptive. Like they have to be listening to the community, and they're bending whenever the community is complaining about something about a system that they haven't even played yet. And it kind of sounds like almost like frustration from them as well. Like, guys, we've got this new badass system, but you're already complaining about it. I mean, I guess we'll fix it because that's what we're supposed to do, is listen to the community feedback. But it didn't have to be this way. But it's just a curious response on how they're giving Kings. I like it though. I think it's great. We'll see how it pans out. Just thought that was interesting. So yeah, we're gonna have our 4 phases. They did add some BFD gear. Even this is cool, bro. Like Clamweave Tunic. Maybe this was this TBC or Wrath? I think this was a TBC joke, wasn't it? No, this was a Wrath joke, where you could clam weave. It was Death Knight's clam weaving. Opening clams, it like reset their runes or some shit like that. And it's just cool that they're adding like all these classic jokes. It was never true. It's cool that they're adding classic jokes into the Season of Discovery. It feels in tune. They sound like they're in touch. How do you guys feel about this? Acolyte's Void Pearl requires level 25. You get plus 15 healing. Holy shit, dude! Isn't that strong? What does Briarwood read? Bro, Briarwood Reed, level 55 is plus 29 healing. And level 25, you get plus 15 healing. Woo! That's wild. I don't understand why they make 2.5 speed. Yeah. Swag trinkets at low levels, so good. So, it's crazy, bro. In Turtle WoW, they added a new zone, a new quest in Thunderbluff, where you got a trinket that was plus 1 spirit, plus 2 HP 5 that you got at level 10. And just a few levels later, it wouldn't be this powerful. But Turtle WoW also doesn't have this new rune system. So they're pretty powerful items. DM class trinkets plus 44 healing. Yeah. Increases healing done. You know what Briarwood Reed is? Okay, it's damage and healing. So so I gotta compare this to like healing trinkets. Anyways, damage and healing done by 8. 10 shadow resistance. It's cool if they're doing shadow res. I guess the bosses in BFD are just gonna be shadow resistant. Thank God, dude, we're getting shadow res trinkets against warlocks, bro, in PvP. You guys think they're adding shadow resistance because there's gonna be so many metamorphous warlocks running around? Oh man. And then 10 AP. So that's pretty unique. So you don't understand why they do 2.5 speed sword. Blast all enemies in front of you with pressurized water, and then you get 1% hit in a low level. Okay, interesting. So you don't like the 2.5 speed. You just wish they were statted correctly. It's supposed to be 310 or better. Why isn't it 3.8 like it should be? That's interesting. Cloth chest piece with 130 armor. Oh, bro, I didn't even realize this is Warlock tank chest piece. Agi stamp int. That is cool. So they have some Warlock tank items as well. Very cool. You guys want to read the comments? Yeah, you guys want to... I just want to hear somebody bald for a second. People want to see Maraudon raids. That's cool. Back to original beta. Oh, nobody's malding, actually. Okay. Well, never mind. I'm actually surprised. For the first time, Wildhood comments weren't upset about anything. Check official forums. Yeah, maybe they were crazy. All the runes in the demo. So if you guys want to look at all the runes, this is a great link that you could use. Again, the way I would suggest looking at it, we're not going to go into the runes today. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there. The best way to look at the runes, either with this link from Wowhead, or go to the Wowhead talent calculator. Pick Hunter, you can do your spec, and then below you can choose all of the runes available. So you've got your chest, your hands, your legs. You can put all your runes in there. I think it's pretty cool. So this is how I would explore all your class runes. I like how they did that. The next thing I want to talk about is... I think we're going to do this at the end. We're actually going to fly around Ashenvale and do some theory crafting here in a second. But another thing is engineering. Guys, engineering, we're talking about professions. There's going to be a lot of world PvP. Everybody's going to be NG. You would think, at least. And I want to talk about engineering for gnomes. Gnomes get plus 15 engineering ratio. So at level 25, you're going to be able to get your NG up to 225. And I just want to show you what items that gives you access to, what that means. 225 engineering, and how gnomes are going to have access to some better items. But 225 is, you're going to be able to make gnomish rocket boots. You've got the gnomish harm prevention belt. This is a big open world PvP. Do you guys think that... You guys think this new rune system is going to chew through these belts? Like, items like this. This absorbs 500 damage over the next 10 minutes. Can't do the gnomish quest, though. Oh, can you not? Do you have to be... I forget what the level requirement is for gnomish quest. Oh, I see. So you can't do... That is 35. Oh, I see. So we won't be able to get this at level 25, is what you're saying. Gnomish goggles. This is goblin. So we won't even be able to make sapper charges at this level range because we can't learn goblin engineering, huh? Well, maybe scratch this idea. Well, anyways, gnomes, if they could take a specialization with their plus 15, they'd be able to go up to 240. They could make goblin dragon gun. They could make the big one. They could make better bombs than everybody else, was the idea. Alright, well, scratch that. Gnomish Death Ray, you could get. Dude, imagine a Gnomish Death Ray. Okay, so in order to learn this... Yeah, taught by you have to be a gnomish engineer. Feels bad. All right, well, never mind. All right, guys, let's get into the last part. I think we've pretty much covered everything today. So I need some help, guys, on theory crafting what's going to go on in Ashenvale. Let me take this away for a second. All right, dope. Guys, I'm going to need some help. We're going to be in Ashenvale. And this is where all the content's going to take place. This is where the PvP events are going to happen. I just made a video talking about high-level quest rewards being able to be started at low levels. And one of the quests actually sends you into the Dor Danil Barrow Den down here in the bottom right, which I think is pretty cool. Dude, look at how big this map is. And it doesn't really make sense. You can't tell the scale of how big Ashenvale is to other zones. But I'm telling you, bro, Ashenvale is huge. This is like the best zone to use for discoveries for world PvP. Like, I can imagine, dude, some of these mountains and hills are impossible to get up over. There's so much to discover and explore here. So I kind of want to go over the theory crafting with you guys on where these PvP events are going to take place, where like guild meetings could take place, what the warfare is going to look like, what the combat's going to be for Alliance and Horde. Like, if you imagine Horde has a flight path at Zormstrand, and they have a Hearthstone at Splinter Tree Post, right? Oh, and they also have a flight path over here, too. So they've got, like, 3 flight paths that they can retreat to. And they have Crossroads down south as well. And then Alliance, they only get Ashnar. So they have, like, the main hub. They don't really have any other flight path that's close. Yeah, Alliance has, like, the main hub, but they're surrounded by the Horde, which is dope. Allies positioned to choke the Horde from getting to BFD. I don't even know if that's true, bro. Horde just flies into Zormgar Outpost, right? If anything, the Horde can hit him from both sides, bro. This is a huge choke point right here. You can't go over the mountains this way. Woo! Oh, man. I'm so excited. Guys, I think the first place I want to explore with you guys, how many light balloons will be popped, is the Warsong Lumber Camp. So let's go take a look at this. Do you guys know what the Warsong Lumber Camp even is? Yo, type a 1 in the chat if you've ever explored the Warsong Lumber Camp, or a 2 if you're like, I've never gone in there and explored it. I'm curious, has anybody ever seen this? I don't think there's any quest that sends you here. There's really no reason to go there. Wow, a lot of you guys have seen it. Holy shit. Wait, there is a quest that sends you there? Maybe I'm the only one. I explored it on hardcore. Alliance has quests. Really? Okay. Maybe it's not as crazy as I thought. But anyways, normally Ashenvale has multiple places like this, right? So we're at the Warsong Lumber Camp. And there's Horde mobs, right? We have a level 30 Warsong Grunt right here. Level 30, level 28, 29. I wonder if they're going to keep all these NPCs here. Warsong Shaman, Warsong Grunt. And these aren't PvP mobs, right? These are just regular mobs in the zone. I hope that they keep them at level 29 and 30. But I imagine some of the PvP encounters are going to be inside of Warsong Lumber Camp. Like, how badass is this? And they said that these PvP events will be triggered whenever people are... they're killing NPCs in the zone, and they trigger these PvP events. And so the Horde is probably going to be sent to defend this area while the Alliance is trying to get inside. I imagine it's going to be something similar to capping a tower and just standing inside of... This is Cargathia Keep. I've never even heard of this place before. 28, 29 Shamans. What else is in here? I don't even think I've really ever been in here myself. Like, is there going to be a banner or a flag? Are we going to be playing Capture the Flag inside of here as an open world event? It's going to be like AV. Yeah. Aren't there Infernals out there too? Yes, there are. But it's kind of cool to explore all this stuff if you've never looked in here before. Yo, Limity, thank you, brother. So anyways, Warsong Lumber Camp. I'm trying to imagine even... Here, let me change this. I'm trying to imagine running away and like retreating into Warsong Lumber Camp as a horde, as like a place of solace. So that's kind of cool to think about too.
Just subscribed.
Yo, Lemony, thank you,
Grace
brother.
Pog.
I appreciate the resub, man. I appreciate that, man. Very much. So anyways, that's Warsong Lumber Camp. I imagine this is going to be a huge PvP area. Point of contention. I think the Farseers will be in there. They might make all those mobs elites, then you have to clear a smaller camp to de-rank them. Oh! So that could be the system they go for. Alright, next. What do you guys think they're going to do about the world boss area? Do you think they're going to touch this at all? Forsong? The Bow Shadow. What do you think is going to be right here? Are they going to have the world boss dragon here? Are they going to keep the elites here? Like, are they really going to keep a level 62 elite in this area? They mentioned Alterac but PvP. Yeah. I'm curious if there's going to be changes to this. They will. Dragonkin boss fight. That factions kill for a buff for the rest of the fight. Can we just kite the elites to Ashenor? No. Yeah, it would be cool to see them use this though. What if they really take it a Classic Plus direction and they do have a Dragonkin faction where you complete quests, you grind reputation? Would that be good? I guess the possibilities are endless with this, huh? What if they made a new Dragonkin faction here? I don't know if that's off the table. I don't even know if that's good. Let's check out some of the other areas, though, to explore. Gotta keep max level stuff in the game to keep the world alive later. Well, maybe for the first level band, they keep it that way. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's not there in Classic. Yeah, this is the way the world normally looks. I'm curious if they add any of this stuff, though. I think these are like TBC editions. What about the Satyr camps? Is the Satyr camp just going to be... It's hard for me to imagine, like, all these questing areas just staying questing areas. Maybe they don't touch the Satyr camps at all. But if you think about Ashenvale being capped at level 25, guys, Ashenvale, these mobs are level 27, 28, 29. I think these Satyrs are level 30 up here. Like, these aren't the most free mobs in the game. I imagine with the new rune system, you're going to be so overpowered, this area won't be that scary. But maybe there's some class-specific rune that's discovered back here. I think from what they've said, there's going to be new discoveries in every single area. So I don't know if a PvP event happens here. Maybe it's just focused on like areas like Warsong Lumber Camp, Maestra's Post. The areas that have like the opposing faction NPCs. Maybe that's where the PvP factions or the PvP encounters happen. And maybe here is where they put in certain class discovery runes. But I just kind of want to show you guys the expansiveness, how big Ashenvale is, dude. It's massive. I can't go too high because there's too many trees here. Here's the other Satyr area. I mean, this area is huge, man. Shamans get kings while listening to equal factions. I saw that now. Familiar with the Worgen camp in the north? That's where I was headed, exactly. So, we used to always go up to this Worgen camp. Where is it? Nightrun. Especially in hardcore, we would come over to this Worgen camp. I can't even find it. Because there's a rare spawn back here that drops a necklace and a headpiece, which is super OP. So I imagine there will be a discovered rune right here, too. Yeah, there he is, the Terra Wolf Pack Lord. So he drops a headpiece and a neck piece at like the lowest level range. But look, these are level 30 mobs. But yeah, I imagine there's going to be a discovery here. Yo, maybe there's a PvP event that goes on back here. Maybe they take out these Terra Wolves completely. And imagine how savage this area would be as a PvP zone. Is a rare called Pack Leader? Yeah. This is the werewolf orgy base? Oh, yikes. Okay. Yo, guys, is there any predictions on this area? Do you think they're going to add changes to this at all? Well, what is your prediction on the Worgen area? I think it'll be something as simple as a discovered rune back here. They'll have like a rune discovered right here for a class. I think that's all it's going to be. What level's Astronaut Flight Master? Yeah, we'll try and take down a rune at most. Some kind of Worgen boss plus rune. Ooh, I didn't think about that. What if there's a Worgen boss that you killed to get a rune as well? Feels like it's too far out to do anything other than a rune. All right, cool. That'll be a prediction then. Let's make our way back over here. But bros, even flying around Ashenvale, it takes so long to get through this zone. Like I'll use this to do like B-roll for YouTube videos and stuff. And most zones you get from point A to point B quick. This place takes mad long. If actually going on Sod, I will be Horde. Yeah, all day. Rainwood Retreat. Guys, this is another PvP area. Check this out. So, like, Warsong Lumber Camp is, like, Horde mobs, and it's friendly to the Horde side. Well, if you're Alliance, these Laughing Sisters right here, every NPC in here is friendly to you as an Alliance character. And so, I imagine this is another PvP area that goes down at the top of this tower. Imagine how badass this is going to be. Having a PvP encounter up here. By Mr. Ordanus himself. There he is. But I imagine this is going to be another PvP hub. Really excited about this. I like that Alliance is going to have NPCs that help them out, and Horde have to get through this, you know? So this should be another PvP spot. Yeah, this is going to be dope. I looked down a little bit further here. So, what is this area called? This is some Alliance outpost. It's got a moonwell. I don't think there's any reason to come up here. Maybe there's an Alliance quest? I don't know. This is just an Ashenvale Night Elf post where this guard right here is supposed to kill, like, low-level Horde walking by. I don't know what the purpose of this area is. The Priestess of Elune there? Oh, maybe. Maybe they do a PvP event at both of these spots. Or maybe this one in particular. Before I get too far away, I want to come back over this direction. That change becomes something for Horde to take down. To weaken bosses like AV. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool thought. Okay, what do you think Splinter Tree Outpost is going to be, guys? Do you think Splinter Tree Outpost is going to be meant for the Alliance to raid it? If you look at it right now, the guards are level 40. And I don't doubt with the new rune system that Alliance could clear this area. I think that's how all the guards are. Hopefully at Ashnar, they're only level 40 as well. But do you think that's going to be the purpose of Ashenvale? Is for the Alliance to come raid this area? Now, guys, imagine if they had a rune at the back of this Horde camp. Now, this would be sick. I don't know if you've ever come into Splinter Tree Post and gone into this cave back here. I was talking about having, like, Horde meetings. Imagine if we had a Horde meeting back here in the back of this outpost. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever been back here. I don't even know what's back here. Look how deep this is, man. Hang on, was there anything over here? Look at how deep this goes. I've seen this cave system before. But surely this is all space where they're going to add... Like, this is Season of Discovery, right? I think that they've gone into every part of the zone. And they're adding little things here and there. You got to remember the 120 runes in Phase 1. They're not all going to be in Ashenvale either. I don't know, maybe 20% of the runes are going to be in Ashenvale. The other ones are going to be in all the other starting zones. But then you've got the back of this mine right here, which has a little light entrance. So we'll see if anything is in the back of Splinter Tree Post. I think that the PvP is going to be so savage, we might have some PvP guild meetings in the back of Splinter Tree Post just to stay away from all the PvP that's going on. I can't even get out of here. Anyways, I think that's really cool. I'm curious. You can find runes for other classes and still acquire them. I doubt it, but who knows? Splinter Tree Outpost, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think about this area? I know this is This has always been friendly to Horde, and I don't know if they're going to do anything with this tiny camp right here. See if there's any quest. I think there's a quest that comes in here and tells you to, like, steal some of their poisons, or it's quest for Alliance, yeah. Maybe this remains untouched, but what I want to look at next is the Dor Danil Barrow Den. How many of you guys have been in this Barrow Den before? It's hidden off the beaten path. A lot of people don't even see it or recognize it. In the most recent YouTube video I made, you actually have to come in here. It's a pretty epic quest chain. The test of lore, test of strength, test of endurance. It sends you into this den. And what's cool about this den, again, like many of these areas in Ashenvale, Horde has these Forsaken guys where they're friendly to them. In Alliance, these druids, they're not friendly to both factions, right? But the Horde actually have, like, Forsaken mobs that are helping them out. So I just think it's kind of curious. But if you go to the bottom of this cave, there's a quest reward that you've got to pick up. Hella respawns in that den? Yeah. There's a quest reward that you get in here. Guys, this place is massive, by the way. Like, there have to be some runes that you discover in here. I wish I could show you. Can you guys see the minimap? Not quite. But, you come all the way back here in this cave, and there's a quest item that you actually pick up right here. So, this is part of the quest chain for that level 25 mace that I was wanting to pick up. But I got to imagine, are there going to be guild meetings back here? Is there going to be some type of PvP zone stuff going on over here? I don't know. We'll see what the Barrow Den has to offer. All right, while we're traveling around Ashenvale, let's see if there's any other points of interest to look at. It's cool. Do you guys like this? Is this interesting to do it all? You've got the escort quest here for the Horde, of course. Coming to this outpost. You've got your Warsong Gulch meeting area, right? This is where you queue into WSG. So it's got the Warsong theme in the zone. They said Warsong's gonna be available day one. These guys are 55 elites. I don't think you're gonna be able to raid this area. And just on the other side, which I think is really cool, you get to queue Warsong Gulch's Horde. So I like that the Warsong Gulch people are right next to each other, right? This is pretty neat. I don't even know if it's good game design to make it to where you can only queue for Warsong Gulch by showing up to these areas. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll see how they allow you to queue Warsong Gulch. Let's take a look at some other areas. Dude, you guys see how big this zone is, man. It would be Discovery Runes over here. There's quests for a lot of these areas. There is a Timbermaw quest that sends you over here. I got to imagine there's some type of discovery going on. I want to find some more PvP areas. Places where I think the PvP interactions are going to happen. So I think the two places we've said PvP might happen are Warsong Lumber Camp and Rainwood Retreat. I think Dor Danil Barrow Den might be a place that they do PvP. So 1, 2, 3. We don't know what they're going to do with the dragon area. Maybe they make a dragon faction. The satyrs, maybe they add some discoveries. But these are level 30 mobs. Still kind of difficult to... mobs to interact with at 25, but maybe not with the rune system. The Howling Vale might have a rune discovered back here. Then you've got the second Alliance base. So you've got Silverwind Refuge and Ashenar. Both of these Alliance bases are right next to each other. The Horde has Zor, Mount Strand, and Splinter Tree Post. So Alliance is sandwiched in between the Horde here. Oh, you know what? Guys, we didn't even go through Demon Fall Canyon. Fellfire Hill. Yo, are these zones in Classic, or is this like a TBC thing? Alliance is so favored? I don't know if they are, man. I don't know if they are. I like to think of Ashenvale as like a battlefield where people, like a war-torn battlefield where you're just exhausted the whole time, but you're frantically running to refuge with your buddies or, you know, at your base camps. I'm just trying to imagine, like, doing PvP up here, hearthing to Splinter Tree Post, flying over to Zormgar Outpost. Seems like Horde is more strategically advantaged, with like zone advantaged. Then you've got your Talon Deep Path, of course. Guys, I imagine Night Elf Hunters sitting at the top of here. Have you seen, I think it's a new ability or it's a rune that they get. If you've been standing still for 6 seconds, you get 30% increased crit damage. Or 30% increased crit chance. As a hunter. And that's the whole time while you don't move. So there's going to be Night Elf Hunters just shadow melded at these choke points, waiting to one-shot people, which I think is sick, dude. I think that's cool. It's actually making these areas, it's turning these old zones into like battlefields, into strategic strategic battlefields. Seems cool. But yeah, just imagine a bunch of hunters sitting on top of these choke points. If they add another flight path to Alliance to balance it, I don't even know if it's misbalanced for Ally right now. But yeah, man, Ashenvale is huge. We've got the Runes of Stardust over here. Like, look at the level of these mobs. Oh, you know what? This isn't bad. These are 25. Yeah. But on live, you're going to have to explore every nook and cranny, man, in the game. I'm really looking forward to that. So just kind of familiarizing yourself with the zone, what to check out. This demon area is definitely... Yo, this is definitely going to be a Warlock rune. There's definitely... Metamorphosis is going to be trained. Oh my gosh, this is how you get Metamorphosis. At the back of Firescar Shrine. Or over at Demonfall Canyon. Yeah, 100%. This is where Metamorphosis is discovered, guys. 100%. It's either here or here. That is so cool. And then this area at Shrine of Asina. I don't remember this area. Is this an Alliance quest hub? It looks like it. Maybe we'll do some Horde raids here. Any waterfall chests? True. I didn't think about that. Isn't there a vendor up here? What is this area? Well, what is this area used for? I remember Cargos and we used this area one time. What is this back area used for? You know what's funny? It's not even Season of Discovery, and I'm already, like, discovering new things. Yeah, here it is. This is what I'm thinking of. Cargos came over here, yeah, for his Hunter Pet Trainer one time. It was super weird. And a leatherworking supplies vendor. Why is there a random Hunter Trainer back here? Is it just something you click or kill? They said it would be click, kill, discover, quest chains, all the above. Hunter's range far and wide. Sure. Alright, then we've got Lake Falathim. We'll see if there's some type of druid underwater breathing rune discovered here. Who knows? Increased movement speed rune. Oh, you know what? That's not even one of the runes. We already know what they are. You've got your Zormgar, Zormstrand post. I'm excited about being Horde in Phase 1, and I think we're going to have a geographical advantage to Alliance. I do. I think Hearth to Splinter Tree post, ability to fly into Zormgar outpost, and then kind of flank myself into the water and get into BFD with my world buffs unscathed. I think that's going to be the play. Dude, it's also sick. Bro, this is the sickest choke point for a raid, guys. Are all instances this way? All raids, all instances are like massive choke points? Dude, this is going to be a pain in the dick getting into BFD. It is going to be really difficult. It's going to suck? Yeah, dude, look at this. Holy shit. Imagine all the PvP back here. Just getting dumpstered on, man, the whole way. And BFD. They would have changed the look of the instance for the raid? Yeah, I mean... So there's a chance for change in the future. Alright, I think there's one point that we haven't checked so far. One part of the map. Anybody else got any cool brainstorm ideas? You guys see how big this zone is? I'm so glad that this is the level 25 zone. This is badass, dude. We've got the Timber Mall, of course. Maybe this is like a neutral PvP zone right here. Already got three friends making roads just to sit in tunnels waiting. I'm down, man. I'm down. And then, bro, you get to this headache of an area. I hate this area. This is so tough to, like, traverse through. I swear. Look, you can't go through here. You have to walk all the way around. Just to come up this way. Ashenvale is huge, guys. There's got to be some type of discovery here. And then I think if you go around the corner, you even work your way up to a tree. Yeah, somehow you find yourself all the way up at this tree. Bro, I'm flying around and I can't even find it. Anyways. Personally excited for... Ooh, okay, Shadow Bleed combo. One of my favorite combos in the game. Nice, dude. World boss area if they clear the high-level mobs. I think these mobs are... Okay, I thought they were level 30 for some reason. Iris Lake. Maybe there'll be something discovered here. Dude, another community event thing I want to do. I think we're going to run our own guild. I want to have our own community events. I'm not even joking. I kind of want to live stream. I was thinking about this. I want to have a guild meeting planned and live streamed at the back of this cave. And this is like where our guild meeting is, right? And I don't know, there's 50 of us. There's 100 of us in the back of this cave. We're having our guild meeting. We're going over the roster, talking about who's gotten gear upgrades recently, who's the highest ranked. We're sharing stories, and we're almost baiting the Alliance to come in here, you know? We're almost daring the Alliance to come in and wipe us. But I don't know. I'm thinking about hosting guild meetings and shit like this back here. I think that'd be cool. Maybe there'll be some discoveries over here. Do you think they'll put random discoveries, like, really hidden like this on the side of hills? Guys, nobody goes this way. There's literally no reason to. Oh, imagine a hunter standing up here. Imagine a hunter wall jumping up here and just critting people for days. Do you think they're going to put, like, a discovery room in this direction? I mean, why not? I guess you can shortcut back into this direction. I wonder if they're going to put random vendors in areas like this. What if... Is this a prime place to put, like, a... Is this a prime place to put tailoring, leatherworking, blacksmithing trainers? You know what I mean? And they train specific... Like, I almost like specific trainers that only teach certain skills that are hidden in the world. Maybe that's too much. Maybe that's cringe. But I'd like to see an improvement on the crafting professions and not just like a vendor recipe. And not even just trained at the vendor. It'd be cool if there was a specific vendor. But maybe that's too much of a headache. Imagine having to travel to like 3 random different trainers to learn specific skills. That'd be sick. I don't think that... Yeah, it's so sick. I don't think it's in the scope of SOD. Improve crafting? Yeah, trust me, man. The crafting is garbage. Cheeks. Like profession quests? Like the way that you learn how to craft armor kits with stamina on them. So they have 16 armor plus 1 stam. 32 armor plus 2 stam. This is how they do it in Turtle Wow. 64 armor plus 4 stam. And in order to learn that, you got to find the leatherworking trainer that's hidden back here. I don't know. Would that be cool? Is that cool or not? I don't know. Improvement to the system and a discovery aspect to it. We've got the undead questing area here. I don't really see any PvP areas going on over here, guys. I don't see much PvP happening up in this area. What is this? I don't even think I've ever seen this before. Where is this? There's a house on the road? Huh. See if the Alliance has to defend this or something. Yeah, and then you've got your Zormstrand. Yeah, but no quest for special gear, yeah. Alright, here we go, boys. And this is your entrance to Black Fathom Deeps. There's going to be some epic PvP out here. Yeah, overall, you know, initially I was thinking BFD was kind of... I was thinking BFD was the wrong dungeon to pick. It didn't feel great and amazing, but the more I look at it, I think the fact that it's in Ashenvale, it's the right level range, the location's sick, it's a massive zone, dude. Like, one of the biggest zones in the game, hands down. It seems like a great place. Seems like a great place for them to use it. Anyways, I hope you guys like that discovery of Ashenvale. Maybe we can use this again in the future. I don't know if this was cool or not. Checking out Ashenvale, trying to theory craft some of the zones where some of these runes are going to be discovered, where the PvP is going to take place. I'd like to do this more in the future on these shows and stuff like this. I think it was neat. That was fun, right? Yeah, I think that was good. So that was our very fast discovery of Ashenvale. Theory crafting, what we think is going to go on in the zone. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna end it for us here. Guys, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, like the video, and definitely follow me on Twitch, where we're gonna be playing tons of Season of Discovery when it comes out. And thanks for being here, watching. Peace. All right, boys. GG. There goes the cast. Dope, dude. That was dope, man. Classic Water looks so JPEG. Yeah. I don't know if you're supposed to get in trouble for doing this or not. It's everybody, like all the YouTubers, they use these servers to like record B-roll footage and stuff. It's just faster to do it that way. I'm not like encouraging people to play private server. But I'm flying around on my own cracked, busted client that you download, right? Technically illegal, but don't talk about it then. Well, I mean, it's not a secret. But anyways, I think this is cool. I want to do more flyovers like this. I want to do more stuff like this. But yeah, man, that was the show. Where if you guys didn't hear, this is going like the soft launch towards something new tomorrow. We're gonna do a podcast tomorrow. If our Twitch stream is still up, if we don't get mass reported. And yeah, man, seriously, that was sick, guys. Yo, that was a 3.5 hour intro stream. We didn't play the game. We're just here talking about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this like stream format too. I'm probably gonna just do this until Season of Discovery comes out. I don't think I'm gonna be playing the game. I don't play Wrath, kind of over hardcore. Don't want to play Classic Era. Don't want to do PvP. But I would like to figure out a way to hang out with you guys for 3 hours a day in a stream format like this, man. This is like the most exciting thing for me as well. What I've been most excited about in the coming up on stream and doing this, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. In the meantime, who can I send this over to? Love this, man. Can't wait for future content. I'm glad you liked it, dude. That was very affirming. That was cool. We're going to send it over to Crix, guys. Yo, let me get one round of 07s. Lads, it's Thursday. 3.5 hour stream. Got a podcast done. I got some YouTube content that we were able to make, and I'm going to go make more YouTube content now because we got to be a professional, Andy. Guys, it's a new era. There really is a new chapter, and I'm excited for tomorrow, the future of the stream, excited for Season of Discovery coming out. And yeah, I just appreciate you kicking it with me as usual, guys. 07s, man. I will see you guys over at Crix's stream, and I'll see you on YouTube and Twitch tomorrow. Peace, everybody.